A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Good afternoon, sports fans. Lander Valley Tiger football is on the air. Tonight, the Tigers will be taking on the Powell Panthers from up north. Powell, of course, is one of Lander's traditional rivals. They've been playing each other for a long time to go. For a long time. You know, Lander started football in 1908, and these two teams have been going at it since about that time. This is Ernie Over along with Andrew Garcia. Andrew, how are you doing today? Doing just great. And I tell you what, you had a week to reflect on your first play-by-play last week. What's the report?
I'm excited to keep going. I think
Well, we're really glad that you're joining us. Of course, Andrew, a senior student at Shoshone High School and a Shoshone basketball player as well. So we'll be looking for you on the court. Looking at scores from last night from WYO Preps and WyoToday.com, Shoshone defeated Southeast last night, 28-7. And in that game, Shoshone was able to take advantage of turnovers by the Cyclones, 4 of them, as a matter of fact. And the Wranglers ran for over 200 yards and averaged 6.4 yards per carry. And number 3, Saratoga in 1A 8-man defeated Wind River by a score of 34-0. The Panthers in that game had a pretty good ground attack, 250 yards on the ground, and the Cougars presented the Panthers with 3 turnovers, and that never helps your cause. Tonight across the region in Class 3A, Douglas is at Cody, Riverton at Evanston, Buffalo is at Jackson, Green River at Rollins, and Powell here at Lander. In Class 2A, a big rivalry game up in Washakie County. The Thermopolis Bobcats playing the Worland Warriors. And in Class 1A 9-man, Wyoming Indian is at Wright. And in Class 1A 6-man, DuBois plays tonight in Meeteetse. We'll be back with a look at tonight's matchup right after we take this timeout.
Up to you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry Aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry. And this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
I'm Winslow Friday, Director of the Wind River Intertribal Council Department of Transportation. It makes me and my crew happy when you buckle up. It just might save your life.
I'm gonna get us home.
Buckle up for life, Wyoming!
Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
Ernie Over and Andrew Garcia back with you at Bill Bush Stadium in Lander. Last week, the Lander Valley Tigers defeated the Green River Wolves 28-9, while the Powell Panthers lost at Worland 23-20. Earlier in the season, the Panthers were downed by Riverton in the Week 0 game, 52-14. This is the Hampton Inn and Suites pregame show. We thank them for sponsoring our pregame show. And, you know, I had an opportunity to talk with head coach Jim Burton earlier this week, and he gave me an update on a couple of the injuries that the Tigers had, Andrew. It turned out that the little tweak that on the hand that Hamilton had is healing pretty good. He got his finger crunched between two helmets, and that's doing okay. And, of course, the other injury for the Tigers was Caleb Andrews. He limped off, and he was having some cramping issues.
I remember that. Yes,
so, you know, the coach assured me that, boy, they've been making sure to make sure everyone is hydrated.
Of course.
And, you know, this for early in the season, you have to think about those things. I remember back when I was a student trainer in high school, we had salt tablets. That was before Gatorade. I had to make sure everyone had water and salt tablets. But it looks to be a great evening. We thought we might have some weather rolling in on us. We've got some dark clouds just over the top of the Wind River Range. But, Andrew, it kind of looks like they're moving to the north more than the west.
Sun's trying to come out.
Yeah. The Lander Valley Tigers have one game under their belt. They had 223 yards rushing last week, 191 yards passing, 414 total. In 2 games, the Powell Panthers have negative 2 yards in rushing. Their rushing game has not been that good. They've been 137 yards through the air, so 135 yards total. So on paper, it would appear that Lander would have a big advantage because Lander is a very good rushing team. We've got some good horses back there. Not only Paxton Hollingshead at quarterback, but we have Braden Baker, Cody West, and Cole Espinoza, along with Finn McFadden. Those guys, we had 7 players on the receiving yards last week too. So, as Paxton said in last week's game, it helps to have a wide variety of receivers because the opponents then don't know who to key on.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of like I'm going to throw in a little Bengals reference there. Bengals have multiple offensive options, so of course you don't know who you're going to go to.
Yeah, and of course Bengals have got one of Wyoming's own there, don't they?
Yes, sir. Logan Wilson.
Yeah.
Proud Casper, Wyoming.
Yeah.
Knight.
Proud Casper player. His dad is the executive director of the Wyoming Activities Association director. This is the Hampton Inn and Suites pregame show from Bill Bush Stadium in Lander, and we'll be right back with more after this.
Protect your vehicle with S-Tech's Action Series, Carbon or Smart Series ceramic tint, plus premium ceramic coatings for maximum UV and heat protection. All backed by a lifetime warranty. Expect expert detailing to make any ride look brand new. Call 307-851-5158 today. Detailing done different.
Discover Thermopolis is proud to stand with our Bobcats. From local attractions to hometown pride, there's always something to cheer about here. Discover Thermopolis, celebrating our community and rooting for the Bobcats all season long.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, Olé! Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Ernie Over and Andrew Garcia back with you at Bill Bush Stadium in Lander, taking a look at some of the interesting items that we have for you here tonight. The Powell Panthers, of course, are a member of the Class 3A West, and they're in the North Division. Lander is in the East Division. The Panthers are orange and black. They play in their home Panther Stadium. The high school population in Powell is 594 students. The city population is 6,530, and Powell sits at an elevation of 4,393 feet above sea level. Last season, Powell defeated Lander up there in Panther Stadium 38-8. This is the 74th meeting between these two teams. All time, Powell has the lead in the series, 46 wins to 28 losses. Coach Chase Kistler is in his fifth year. He has a record of 30 wins and 22 losses. Powell lost last in the quarterfinals in 21-23 and 24. They were the state runner-up in 19, and they were state champs in 2011, 12, and 13. They've had 8 total state championships. And as I mentioned earlier, they lost to Riverton 52-14 and to Worland 23-20 earlier this season. The Lander Tigers, of course, in the Class 3A East. Their colors are green, black, and white. They play here in Bill Bush Memorial Stadium. Lander's high school population is 599, so 5 more students than are at Powell High School. Lander's population, 7,610, and the Tigers play at 5,358 feet above sea level. Last year, Lander was 4-5 on the season and earned a quarterfinal playoff berth at Star Valley. Powell was 6-4 last year. The Jim Burton, the Lander Tiger coach, is in his third year now. He has a record of 7 wins and 14 losses. Next week, the Tigers and this broadcast will be on the road from Evanston. Lander has lost in the state quarterfinals last 6 of the last 7 years, and as we heard, quarterback Paxton Hollinghead and running back Braden Baker say in the postgame last week, their goal is to make the playoffs but win a playoff game. So Lander hasn't won a playoff game in quite some time. They were the state champions in 1948. Bill Bush was the coach, and the stadium is named after him. And they were the runner-up 4 times in 93, 95, and 2004. And we started the season, as I mentioned earlier, with a 28-9 victory over the Green River Wolves. So the Powell Panthers have had Lander's number of late. I think Coach Jim Burton was telling me that of the last 18 games, Lander's only won 2. Oof. So the Powell Panthers have been very successful in their series against the Lander Valley Tigers. But Powell a little bit down. Andrew, they have a little bit younger team this year.
Yeah, that does appear so looking at the roster. Their starting quarterback is a junior. Of course, still an upperclassman, but looking at the roster, they do have a lot of underclassmen playing in big spots, both offensively and defensively.
You're listening to the Hampton Inn and Suites pregame show here at Bill Bush Stadium in Lander prior to the game between the Lander Valley Tigers and the Powell Panthers. We'll be back with more right after this.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Golden Buffalo Jewelry in Riverton knows that sports bring our community together, from Friday night lights to weekend tournaments. They're proud to cheer on our local athletes and support the teams that give us so much to root for. At 407 East Main, you'll find something special for everyone. Timeless pieces, unique gifts, and a selection worth exploring. Stop in, discover the perfect treasure, and know you're supporting a business that supports local sports. Where community and sparkle shine side by side. Call 307-857-2789 today.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Stay at the newly renovated Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, proud sponsor of all sports teams, home and away. Experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience with Hampton's top-notch amenities, including a free hot breakfast, complimentary dinner and drinks Monday through Thursday evenings, a sweet shop for snacks and essentials, a pet-friendly environment, and an indoor hot tub, pool, and a fitness center to keep up with your workout routine. We've got everything you need for an exceptional stay. Reserve your stay now on our website, Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, where comfort meets convenience.
Hey guys, this is Nick Haskell, and here at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry La-Z-Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and a better service.
Ernie Over and Andrew Garcia back with you here from Bill Bush Stadium in Lander. Taking a look at some of the players to watch for the Powell Panthers. Their quarterback is Tanner Seifert. As mentioned earlier, he is a junior. Andrew was talking about him. He also plays a defensive back. He's the quarterback. And Coach Burton was telling me before the game that against Worland, they had the ball down inside the 10-yard line 6 times, and they never ran it once. They always passed. And, of course, they weren't that successful. They lost at Worland 23-20. So the Tigers look to have a good advantage on the ground this evening. The Powell Panthers' leading ground gainer is Lincoln Crawford. He had 22 yards. Diaz, the other player that has had quite a few yards. Let me see if I can find what's
number
his
44.
44,
Rowan Diaz,
yeah.
a senior.
Thank you. Yeah, Rowan Diaz, a senior. He had 44 yards, and Seifert had 12 yards. But they had a couple of players who had some major losses. We're talking 40, 50-yard losses on the last 2 games they've played. So that's why their total rushing yards is -2.
Wow. Hopefully they can get some ground game going because, last week when it comes to Lander, they did great both. They did great defensively when they were both through the air and on the ground. So it'll be interesting to see what Powell tries to get going against this Lander Tiger defense.
In the passing department, Seifert's main receivers are Cobb, Brecken Cobb. He had 10 yards. Wambeck, that's a name that is very familiar to a lot of folks in the northern Bighorn Basin. Wambeck's a big family. They've got a lot of folks at Lovell and also at Burlington. Wambeck has 80 yards, so we're going to put our attention on Mr. 80. He's the leading receiver for the Powell Panthers. Frank has a couple of yards, and Diaz, who we mentioned earlier, has 44 yards. For the Lander Valley Tigers, of course, we're looking at a good battery. Paxton Hollingshead behind the center, Corbin Fiddler. We have Caleb Andrews at one wide receiver. His backup is Darian Herford. At the tight end, we have Barrett Moffitt and Sawyer Nachdel. And, of course, with the running backs, Braden Baker, Cody West, and Cole Espinoza. And, of course, that, we mentioned it earlier, Andrew, that Lander offensive line last week against Green River had a lot to do with Baker's big yardage. They made a lot of big holes for Braden.
They did open up a lot of gaps for Braden Baker, and he took advantage of them almost every single time, and he had big run after big run, knocking down defenders on the way.
Yeah, he sure did, and he is the leading rusher in Class 3A. Last year, he was the number one guy on the ground, averaging over 103 yards a game, and in that first game against Green River, he had 147 yards. So we're looking for Braden Baker, and we know, of course, who the Panther defense will be keying on, don't we?
Absolutely. I would be too. Braden Baker's a force on offense. He had a lot more yards than he did. His average last year, if I remember correctly, he averaged 103 yards on the ground last year, which still led 3A. So, and he had 143 last week. So of course they're gonna be looking at Braden Baker. He's the star of the offense.
And, of course, we mentioned earlier that the quarterback Paxton Hollingshead had 7 different receivers against Green River, and that makes it hard for the defense to key on one receiver or another, and we'll see if that spread on the number of players catching the footballs for Paxton will continue tonight. I guess it all depends on how the Powell defense is, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Paxton Hollingshead did have a great game, I want to mention, last week. He had over 100 yards and barely threw any incompletions, if I remember correctly.
Right.
And, of course, he had that interception, which, like Coach said, it was kind of like a long third down punt, if I remember that's what he said, correct?
Right, yeah.
So, really, he almost had a perfect day last week.
And, of course, we had that one play that went to Finn McFadden down at the 1 foot line.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, that one was called back by a penalty. But Paxton was telling us after the game that he and Parker Burden and Finn McFadden worked out all summer on their timing, and you could sure see it in last week's game. So hopefully the Tigers will be all hydrated. We won't have the cramping like we had last week. We'll be back with more of the Hampton Inn and pregame show right after this.
A people, an idea for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Hot Springs Pharmacy is proud to cheer on our hometown Bobcats. Whether it's game night or school night, we've got the prescriptions, health essentials, and friendly service you can count on. Hot Springs Pharmacy, your local team, your local pharmacy. Let's have a big cheer for our hometown team.
Midway operates our 4 showrooms as one location, giving you by far the biggest selection of inventory in the region. Midway has the best buying experience before and after the sale. Our team members have more experience and knowledge to better serve you. Midway's success is based on hard work. Our team members give 110% to make sure you have a fast, enjoyable experience. We have what you need. At Midway, you're not just a customer, you're part of the Midway family.
Head to Nana's Bowling and Bakery in DuBois for family fun night. Now booking parties for all ages and occasions. To reserve your company, family, or birthday party, call 455-3660. Nana's Bowling and Bakery is proud to support Fremont County student athletes.
For more than 40 years, Porter's Mountain View Supply has been serving central Wyoming with top brand name spas, stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor grills. With 2 locations in Riverton and Casper Plus financing available for your purchase, Porter's offers expert advice, quality products, and service along with maintenance. Porter's, your local spa, stove, and fireplace provider in Riverton at the corner of Sunset and North Federal.
Clogged drains? Top Priority Drain Cleaning's got you. Fair prices, top service, and a lowest price guarantee. Show any past price and they'll beat it by 5%. Call Top Priority now at 307-709-CLOG. They would like to wish all the Fremont County teams good luck this year.
Ernie Over and Andrew Garcia back with you here at Bill Bush Stadium. Kind of a chilly night. We've got overcast skies. Looks like they might be getting a little rain north of us over the Wind River Range. Current temperature in Lander is 67 degrees, and the Weather Service says it feels like 59 degrees, and the temperature should be holding steady or going down as the Lander Valley Tigers come back out on the field here at Bill Bush Stadium. Let's take a look at our Sutherland's Home Improvement Center starting lineups for the teams tonight. So for the Lander Valley Tigers, their quarterback is going to be Paxton Hollingshead, and the tailback, Braden Baker, and either Cody West or Cole Espinoza. On the ends, we have the wide receiver, Caleb Andrews, and the tight end is Barrett Moffitt. The center tonight, Corbin Fiddler. The left tackle is Taj Prime, the left guard, Gus Childers, the right guard, Caleb Hamilton, and the right tackle, Gavin Romer. On the defensive side for the Tigers, the line will be the corner, Finn McFadden. The weak end is Gavin Romer, the nose tackle, Hayden St. Clair, the strong tackle, Caleb Hamilton, the strong end, Cody West, and the other corner, Caleb Andrews. The stud linebacker, Darian Herford, the Mike linebacker, Gus Childers, the will linebacker, Cole Espinoza, and the bandit is Parker Burden. The free safety is Barrett Moffitt. Now, players to look for from the Powell Panthers, we marked several of those. The quarterback, Tanner Seifert, he's a junior. The running back, Karcher Foley, a sophomore. Running back Lincoln Crawford, who is a junior, and we have a linebacker running back Tyler Wenzel, who is a senior. And those are the players who have made the stat sheet for the Powell Panthers so far this season. Now the Lander Tigers are down with the captains of the team, and we have Parker Burton down there. We have Braden Baker, we have Cody West, and we also have
Gus Childers.
The captains for the Lander Valley Tigers. The official are out there, and they are explaining the rules to the young men. The white-hatted umpires now showing them the coin that will be tossed to see. Powell will, of course, make the call in the air as the visiting team, and the officials are explaining that to the four Powell players. There's the flip of the coin. Looks like Landers won the toss. He talked to Parker Burton first, so Powell is going to defend the north goal. Let's see if our guess is right. Now they're talking with the officials now. Maybe they want the south goal. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see when they line them up. So the coin toss has been held. The official first talked to Parker Burton, which gave me the thought that maybe Lander had won the toss. So he's still explaining things. Usually they really move the team right away so we know who is kicking and who is receiving, but they haven't done that yet. So it's kind of unusual to have this kind of a delay, isn't it, Andrew?
Yeah, it's taking a little longer than it should be.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're talking about. Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
Lander has won the toss, and I believe they've elected to defer. Yep, that's Lander, and they deferred to the second half. So the Powell Panthers will be defending the goal to our right, the north goal. Lander will be defending the south goal to our left. And we'll be back with the start of this evening's game, and right after we take this timeout.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Hi, my name is Deputy Krista Grove with the Laramie County Sheriff's Office. I wanted to remind everyone that no matter how big your kiddo might seem, they should probably still be sitting in a booster seat. My son, Sylvester Grove, 9 years old, still sits in a booster seat in my vehicle. I've responded to far too many crashes where there have been kids not buckled up and have seen the worst. Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Wyoglass wants to wish all the Lander Valley Tiger teams good luck this year. Wyoglass is locally owned and operated in Lander. They bleed green. Call or stop in today to get a quote on a window or get a quick fix on your window for a rock chip. Wyoglass is Lander.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Ernie Over and Andrew Garcia back at Bill Bush Stadium in Lander, where the Lander Tigers won the toss. They have deferred for the second half, and they will kick off to the Powell Panthers. And, of course, it'll be Caleb Andrews for the Tigers who will be kicking off to Powell. And deep back to receive for the Panthers. We'll wait for them to come out on the court, but I believe it's the two of their running backs are going to be back there. That's what the stats indicated. And, of course, Coach Kistler is, in his sixth year now here at the Powell football program. Chase Kistler, I'm sorry, fifth year, 30 and 22 is his record. And I remember back when I was going to high school here, Powell was always a really, really tough team. And they've been that way almost the entire length of the time since I've been in high school. That's a long time. Been a long time. As a matter of fact, my junior year is when we built the bleachers here
Here?
That was my first ever job, building the bleachers on the home side. They've since, fortunately, been replaced. But, Andrew, it looks like the Lander Valley student section is celebrating some kind of
beach night.
A beach night, you know. We've got all sorts of lays down there, Hawaiian lays. We've got kids in inner tubes.
Floaties and snorkels and
all sorts of interesting things.
Definitely a beach night.
Yeah, all right. Here come the Tigers coming out. Caleb Andrews will be the kicker, and he'll tee it up at the 40-yard line. And going deep back for the Powell Panthers. Let's get the glasses on him and see who this is here. All right. We are going to have Braxton Nelson is going to be deep back at the goal line. Also back there for the Panthers is Karcher Foley. He's one of the running backs. So we have Braxton Nelson and Foley back for the Powell Panthers. Caleb Andrews getting ready to kick it off from the 40-yard line. Waiting for the play to begin. There's the whistle. There's the kick into the wind, and it's going to go down to Braxton over to Foley. He fumbles it at the 5-yard line. He's caught back there and dropped inside the 10.
Interesting. That was interesting. Trying to do the reverse pitch. I don't know what the method was behind that.
Yeah, Braxton tried to pitch it over to Foley. Foley had the ball dropped, and he was able to fall forward to the 9-yard line. So that's where the Powell Panthers start, at their own 9-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. Fairly stiff breeze coming in from the north, and Andrews usually boots those kickoffs out of the end zone, but the wind caught that one, and it came down to Braxton, and the handoff was fumbled. Okay, so here come the Panthers up to the line of scrimmage. Seifert, the quarterback, under center. There's the snap, and the handoff goes to the second man through. He does a little jet sweep on the left-hand side, breaks one tackle, breaks another. That was a really nice run. And picking up that yardage, Lincoln Crawford, their leading ball carrier in their program.
That was a nice tackle by Parker Burton there.
So it goes up to the, where's he got the ball marked at? Right at the 15-yard line. So a nice 6-yard gain by Crawford to start the game for the Powell Panthers. They come out, 2 receivers split out wide to the left side. Everyone else in tight. They're in the I formation. There's a fumble on the play. I think Lander has it at the 10-yard line. And they do. Lander has the football, and picking up the football on the handoff is Gus Childers. Childers gets the football, so it's a fumble right away. And Lander has excellent field position, Andrew.
I don't think he got control of the football when the ball was snapped at all. I think movement happened before he even had control of the ball, and that's what forced the fumble there.
Okay, so they marked the football down. I said the 10. It's actually the 15. So the Tigers are going to come up to the line of scrimmage. No score in the game, just underway. 11:41 to go in the first period. And the Tigers come out. Paxton Hollinghead is going to be in the gun. He's got Baker to his right. In the slot is Burton. Burton now in motion. There's Finn McFadden on the left. Here's the snap, the pass into the end zone. Touchdown! And it goes to Barrett Moffitt. Barrett Moffitt gets the touchdown. So Lander takes one play to get on the scoreboard here this afternoon. And Lander is on the board, and the Tigers have scored first with 11:38 to go here in the first period of play. And coming up to make the kick here is Caleb Andrews. Finn McFadden is holding into that stiff wind. The snap, the kick, it's up, it's high enough, it's long enough, and it is good enough. And the Lander Tigers take a 7-0 lead, and we'll be back with the Tiger kickoff after this.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry. And this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
Well, the Lander Tigers, Lander Valley doesn't take much time at all after the Powell fumble, scoring on the first play after the fumble. So with 11:38 to go here, first period, Lander Valley has a 7-0 lead over the Powell Panthers. Panthers dressed in their traveling whites with orange numbers trimmed in black. The Lander Tigers in their black uniforms trimmed in green with white numbers. So Caleb Andrews getting ready for the second kickoff, and there's the kick. Long, high end-over-ender, and it is going to go down to Foley, and Foley attempts to hand off to Braxton, but it doesn't go, and there's another fumble, and it goes out of bounds.
Oh, lucky.
Wow, lucky for Powell. They fumbled the ball out of bounds as Foley had the ball, and the line of scrimmage is going to be inside the 10. They're going to mark it Powell down at the 7-yard line.
30 seconds in, we have 2 fumbles and a touchdown already.
How about that? It's amazing. So the Lander Tigers, let's see what they can do defensively. Tigers will come up with a 4-man defensive front. Quarterback Seifert sends 2 receivers wide to the left-hand side. 2 running backs in the I formation. Hand off to the second man through, and that's Crawford, and he gets about 5-6 yards and then is pulled down. Nice defensive play that time, and I believe doing the tackling that time was the Lander Tigers 52, Gus Childers. Childers has had some good play already in the game. The game is up to the 16-yard line, so it's a gain of 8. It'll be 2nd down and 2. So let's get Crawford 8 yards on that carry. Seifert brings him out. Hash mark on the near side. Clock moving, just under 11 minutes to go. Lander leading 7-0. Seifert, the senior, wears number 12. There's the handoff to Crawford. Crawford goes on the far side. He gets a little bit of yardage, and he's going to be stopped for no gain on the play, so it'll be 3rd down, and we've got a Lander player down on the floor, on the field, and that
I believe that's Parker.
Is that Parker Burton?
I believe so.
I can see the 0. I don't see the 1. Here comes Coach Burton out. Well, that would be a big loss for the Tigers.
Yeah, it would.
If Burton is injured. So we'll be back. Timeout on the field. Lander 7, Powell 0.
Riverton Blodorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blodorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blodorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blodorn Lumber.
Okay, Parker Burton is walking to the sideline. He might have gotten a little bit of the wind knocked out of him that time.
Yeah, probably. He was up fast. He was rolling around for a second, so glad to see him up.
Okay, we do have a 1st down and 10 yards to go because it was a nice gain on the play of 3 yards by Crawford and the 1st down. So hash mark on the far side, the right at the 16. Seifert to pass, and it's incomplete. And intended on the play for Nelson, Braxton Nelson, and it was out at the 20-yard line, but the pass was way over his head. The wind might have caught that one, Andrew.
Yeah, it was a little bit of an overthrow to the right. I like the play, just overthrown. Definitely wind played a factor, though.
Yeah, we have a pretty strong wind coming in from the north, right at the back of the Powell Panthers. So let's see what they do. Here come the Panthers up. 1 to the right, 2 to the left. Seifert again in the eye. There's the whistle, and we have a motion penalty. Well, the whistle happened before the flag went.
That was weird. I was like,
Yeah, and we're going to have an illegal shift against the Panthers, and that's going to be a 5-yard penalty. So we're going to mark it back to the 11 on the penalty.
Parker Burton's back on the field for the Lander Tigers.
That's good. The flags over there in the northwest corner are standing straight out. A little bit of a stiff wind. We thought we might have some precipitation earlier, but the storm went to the north. So it's now 1st and 15 for the Powell Panthers. Long huddle here by Seifert. Breaks the huddle. They've had the same formation with the exception of the receivers every play, and they've got, again, 2 to the left. I formation. Here's the handoff. Goes nowhere, basically. That was Crawford with the carry. Crawford maybe got a couple of yards. It looks like he's at the 13-yard line or 14. Give him 3 yards on the play. So Crawford gets 3, and it's now 3rd down, 13 yards to go. Big play here for the Powell offense and the Lander defense.
Especially because you already gave up an early touchdown. This is a big play here.
Yeah, and Lander could get some really excellent field position if they stop them here. So here's Seifert, play action pass, rolls to his right. There's the pass, it's caught, but it's going to be short of the 1st down, and the pass goes to number 81, I believe, and that is Dominic Marquez. So Marquez, 81, gets the reception, and that is going to go as a complete, but it'll be 4th down. So that pass, that only went not that far. Jeez. Went to the 18, 4 yards on the pass play. Here's the punt, and boy, it's a doozy with the wind. Bounces at the 30-yard line. It keeps going to the end zone.
Oh.
Well, and we have another Lander player down on the field. Is that Parker again?
No, I think that's number 70.
That's we have a Lander player down on the floor on the field. So the punt in Lander Valley now will go and get the ball at the 20-yard line. Boy, that was a heck of a punt.
That was a heck of a punt. Helped with the wind, but still a heck of a punt.
Yeah, that was 83 yards.
Yeah.
83 yards on the punt.
Inside the 25, all the way to the end zone. Nice punt.
Well, you know, the wind caught that thing, and boy, away it went. So Lander Valley comes up now for their second offensive set. Now there's a timeout called. So we'll take a break and be right back with the Lander plays after this.
Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Du Bois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, community health centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Back from timeout here. It was a sophomore, number 76. Oh, no, sorry. So number 76 is not on the roster that I have.
Okay, well, tell you what. Well, it's our first player we don't have a number for, and we're at home.
Good to see him up and walking, though. He has a little limp on him, but he'll get that treated.
Might have had a stinger there on that one leg. He's limping just a little bit. Okay, Tigers, 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Goes to guess who? Baker. Baker across the 20 up to the 24-yard line before he's smothered there. It'll be a gain of about 4 yards on the play, on the Tigers' first play. And they're going to mark it at the 23. So it'll be a 3-yard gain. And it will be the first yards by Baker. Okay, Tigers come out. We have twin receivers on each side. One man in the backfield. That's Baker. Hollingshead. Now Finn McFadden moves over to the slot. There's the snap, handoff to Baker. Baker to 25 and down to the 26, 27-yard line. Coming up and making the stop this time for the Powell Panthers is going to be Rowan Diaz, one of their running backs. So the gain is going to be to the 26-yard line, and that'll be a gain of 3 yards on the play. So Baker's carried twice now for 6 yards.
3rd and 4 here for the Tigers. 7:30 on the clock here.
First period, Lander 7 and Powell nothing. Finn McFadden comes out of the game. Parker Burton in. And we have receivers in the slot on both sides. Here's the handoff. And it goes to Baker. Baker doesn't make the first down yardage. He gets tripped up right away. Nice defense. And it'll be 3rd down for the Tigers. They have moved the ball up to the 28-yard line. So that is only a gain of 2 yards by Baker.
It's 4th down.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, 4th down. 4th and 2.
It looks like the offense staying out there, though, so they're going to be going for it.
Well, you know, this is going to be the first really big test. Powell gave Lander the football down at the 15-yard line, and now here it is. Lander going for it on 4th down. Everyone is in tight. 2 men in the backfield. It kind of looks like a wildcat. And they draw them offside with the hard count.
They did that last week, and they got it again this week.
So Lander's going to get the first down. They're going to move it from the 28 to the 33 for the penalty, and it'll be a first down. So that is a Wind River Realty first down for the Tigers. It'll be right in the middle of the field at the 33-yard line. 6:29 to go first period, 7-0 Lander. Tigers up to the line. Receivers split out wide. One man in the slot. Now Finn McFadden comes over to the right-hand side. Hollingshead, long pass downfield. McFadden has it across the 50, to the 40, to the 35, inside the 35-yard line to the 34.
Nice throw against the wind by Hollingshead. That's kind of got to be a hard throw to make. Thrown against the wind, and he still put it in the right spot.
32-yard pass. And the Tigers have got a first down. A great pass. And McFadden, of course, has got those great hands. One of the better receivers. Another Wind River Realty first down for the Tigers. In Powell territory, down at the 33-yard line. Burton goes to the left slot. Here's the pitch to Baker.
No.
Baker gets a little bit of yardage inside the 30. He's still going down to the 22-yard line. Whoa, what a great run, a first down run, and we've had a punch thrown, and I think we're going to have a personal foul against Powell. Did you see that punch?
I did see that. I think somebody punched
Baker.
Baker, yeah.
Yeah, the gain was all the way down to the 23-yard line, which would have been a first down, a gain of 11 yards. And I couldn't believe it. Was that a punch that was thrown?
I think so. I think I don't know if it was more so of a punch, but more of like a shove that looked like a punch. Either way,
the officials saw it, I believe. We'll see what is going to happen here on the call.
Nice run by Braden Baker. He lowered his shoulder and trucked the defender, the first one that came at him, and still kept going.
It wasn't a tush push, but it sure looked like one, didn't it,
Yes,
Andrew?
sir, yes, it did.
5:39 to go. Here's the signal, and we have unsportsmanlike conduct against Powell. So that's going to be a big penalty. That'll be half the distance to the goal. So the gain is down to the 23-yard line, and they're going to mark it off from right there. Yeah, that was just amazing. I thought, that can't be a punch, but even if it was a strong shove, the officials were right there and saw it.
Right there, yes.
Heck, I saw it.
Yeah, it was a shove for sure. I think a punch possibly, but it was most likely a shove. If it was a punch, I feel like we would have seen a a bigger penalty than that, like an ejection probably.
Yeah. Baker got 11 yards on that gain. He's now 4 yards for 19. Tigers have it on another Wind River Realty first down. It's at the 11-yard line. Tigers come out. Receivers split on each end. And Paxton Hollingshead has Cody West right to his left in the backfield. Kind of like a pistol formation here. Here's the snap. And it goes to Finn McFadden. He cuts in at the 5. He's still on his feet, and they drag him down. He couldn't make the cut all the way, could he, Andrew?
No, there is a flag on the play. Holding
against Lander. So that'll be the first penalty against Lander. And that will move the ball back to the 21-yard line. So Lander gets a gift, and then they give her right away.
Right back to that area. I think the penalty, the unnecessary penalty was at the 23, and now they're back at the 21.
Okay, so the Tigers first down, and they've got 20 yards to go for the first down. Hash mark on the near side of the field, 5:29 to go here. First period, Lander leading 7-0.
Bubbles everywhere.
Yeah, somebody's got a bubble machine working tonight. Okay, Tigers come out. Trio of receivers to the left-hand side. In the gun is Hollingshead. Baker now moves over to the slot on the right side. There's the snap, back to pass. Pass is caught right in the middle, and that is going to be, who is that? Is that's
Parker
Finn?
Burton? No, that's Finn McFadden.
Yeah, Finn McFadden. I couldn't see his number there, and he's going to be down to the 5-yard line, I believe.
Already
down to
having
the 6.
Already having a big game here.
That was a nice slant pass as McFadden came across, and they're going to mark it right at the 6-yard line. So that's a 5-yard gain on the pass play. And McFadden now has 37 yards of receptions. And for Hollingshead, he has 47, 52 yards passing to 3 different receivers. Tigers up to the line of scrimmage. Second down, 5 for the first down, and 6 for the touchdown. Hollingshead, there's the handoff to Baker. Baker leans forward. Maybe he gets a yard before he's pushed back. Nice defensive play that time by Diaz.
They were ready for it.
Yeah, they were ready. It's a gain of 1 to the 5-yard line.
Early on, they're playing aggressive against Braden Baker, something we talked about before the game started.
Yeah, they're going to key on Lander's number 1 ground gainer. So it now is a third down. Tigers need 3 for the first down. Actually, about a long 2 for the first down and 5 for the touchdown. Up to the line comes Lander Valley. Everyone's in tight this time. Under center is Hollingshead. Here's the handoff. Goes to Baker. Baker into the end zone. Touchdown, Lander. 5-yard scamper by Baker. 6 carries now, 25 yards, and his first touchdown. So Lander with 3:23 to go here in the first period. It was a 5-yard run by Baker. And here's Andrews on for the point after. The kick is up, and it is good. And Andrews gets the PAT. And with 3:23 to go, first period, Lander 14 and Powell 0. Be right back.
Director of the Wind River Intertribal Council Department of Transportation. It makes me and my crew happy when you buckle up. It just might save your life.
I'm gonna get us home. Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
Detailing done different can protect your vehicle with S-Tech's Action Series, Carbon or Smart Series ceramic tint, plus premium ceramic coatings for maximum UV and heat protection. All backed by a lifetime warranty. Expect expert detailing to make any ride look brand new. Call 307-851-5158 today. Detailing done different.
Ernie Over and Andrew Garcia back with you from Lander Valley High School. The Lander Tigers up 2 scores now on the Panthers. It is 14-0, 3:23 to go. Caleb Andrews will be kicking off to the Panthers. And again, deep back for Powell, we have Karcher Foley. And let's see who else is back there. Karcher Foley. Turn this way, young man, so I can see your number. Okay, Karcher Foley and Braxton Nelson. Braxton Nelson back. They're back at the 5-yard line. Andrews kicking into this strong wind. He's teed up at the 40. Approaches the ball. There's the kick. Long end over ender, and it comes down to Nelson. He hands it off. He keeps the ball. He's up to the 15-yard line. They fake the handoff that time, and coming up and making the tackle for the Lander Tigers. That was a great tackle, Gabe McMillan.
Yeah, they can't seem to get out of like the 15 off of a kickoff. I think it has to do something with the fake handoff or the handoff, whatever they're doing. It's definitely holding them back from getting at least past the 20-yard line.
Yeah, they need to run the ball upfield instead of this behind-the-scenes handoff stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
As you mentioned, it's hampering their efforts. Seifert has 2 men off, split, 2 men in the I formation. Handoff goes to Andrews, and he gets a little bit of a break. He's going to have a first down yardage. Crawford, I'm sorry, not Andrews. So Crawford carries the ball for Powell first down, and he gets it all the way up to the 35-yard line. Gain of 20 yards on the play. Great carry that time by Crawford. And he now in the contest has 14, 17, 20. He has 40 yards on 5 carries.
Doing better on the ground.
Yeah,
they have been.
Then they have been. You're absolutely right. Seifert, the quarterback, has receivers off to the left side this time. Here's the handoff, goes to Crawford. He's caught behind the line this time. He gets away.
Nice cutback.
He's over on the right side and across the 40, up to about the 41-yard line. Or are they going to call him down at the 40? He stepped out of line at the 40. So the gain is to the 40, and that will be 5 yards on the carry for Crawford. 45 yards now on 6 carries. He had 44 yards in total on the season after 2 games, so he's doing quite well. More bubbles emanating from the beach party down below us, the Lander Valley student section. Same formation. Seifert under center. Rolls, play action pass. Pass downfield, way overthrown. And that pass was intended for Brecken Kobe. And that is incomplete. So it will be incomplete pass, and it'll be 3rd down, 5 yards to go. Minute 53 to go here in the first period of play. Lander 14, Powell nothing. Powell in the huddle. Hash mark on the far side. And here come the Panthers up to the line of scrimmage. Same formation.
Kind of a big 3rd down here for Powell.
Yeah, now we have a timeout by the Powell Panthers.
They're feeling it.
To talk about it. 3rd and 5. We'll be right back with the big play after this.
Proud to stand with our Bobcats. From local attractions to hometown pride, there's always something to cheer about here. Discover Thermopolis, celebrating our community and rooting for the Bobcats all season long.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Ernie Over and Edward Garcia back with you at Bill Bush Stadium in Lander. 1:53 to go until the end of the first quarter. Lander scored twice in the game, and the Powell Panthers have not scored. Kind of the script we thought would happen in this game, Andrew.
Yeah, Powell hasn't even gotten past the 50-yard line. It's kind of a big play here for them.
They need 5 yards for the first down. Play action pass. Pass is downfield and incomplete at the 50-yard line. Pass was intended that time for Brock Frank, and it's incomplete, so it'll be 4th down.
I thought he was going deep on that,
yeah,
the way his arm winded up.
The way he did. So he has 2 incomplete passes so far in the game. And now going deep to punt is that 12? Tanner Seifert, you see the punter? Trying to see
his number 10.
Oh, yeah, number 10. That's Brecken Kobe is the kicker. Deep back we have. Oh, and the snap is way over his head. He's trying to pick it up and run. He's tripped up, and Lander will get the ball at the 23-yard line. Well, that's another turnover for the Powell Panthers. It was a high snap, and Lander gets the ball at the Powell. Remember, they're going to mark it to 23-yard line.
Nice tackle by Corbin Fiddler there.
Well, you know, Fiddler came up from the side and just raced and tripped him up, caught him by his shoestring.
Mm-hmm.
So Lander has it 1st and 10 at the Powell 23.
Great field position once again.
Hollingshead in the gun. Baker to his right. There's the snap. And the pitch is over to Cody West. Cody gets it down to the inside the 10, down to about the 8-yard line, maybe the 7-yard line. That was a great handoff because I missed it too.
It was a forward pitch. I thought it was going to Braden Baker, and it was a forward pitch to Cody. That was a nice design.
15-yard gain by Cody West. So the Lander Tigers have another first down. Wind River Realty first down for the Tigers. It's at the 8-yard line. Tigers come up to the line of scrimmage. Hash mark far side. In the gun. 2 men in the slot to the left. Here's the snap. Handoff to Baker. Baker around left side into the end zone. Touchdown, Lander.
Braden Baker with his 2nd touchdown.
And that comes with just 46 seconds to go. It's that was an 8-yard run.
This first quarter has gone exactly the way we thought it was going to go.
Okay, here's Caleb Andrews. Finn McFadden holding at the 10. Oh, we have offside by Powell. They anticipated the call. So we'll go half the distance to the goal now.
Do you want to go for 2 here? You just kick the extra point still.
Well, let's see what the Tigers do. I think they're going to just kick. Yeah, they're going to stay kicking. They're not going to run for 2. Okay, Caleb Andrews. There's the snap. Oh, they are going to go for 2. And it's Finn McFadden, and he's there. He gets the 2-point conversion.
Wow.
McFadden, that was a good setup.
And there's a flag on the play. Probably
Well, let's see what we've got. Where's the laundry at? Back over. Oh, it's right
at the left side of the 1-yard line.
I think this might be against Powell. Well, we're waiting for the umpire to make the call. He steps out on the field to play. Now he runs. He's at the 15. Now he's at the 20. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Lander. So they'll do it on the kickoff.
Probably had to do something with the touchdown celebration.
Yeah, I bet it does. Yeah, that's unsportsmanlike on Lander. But Baker gets his 2nd touchdown. It's second touchdown. And McFadden for 2. And it's a 3-play, 23-yard drive. And Lander now is up 22-0 on the Powell Panthers. Actually, let's just hold it right here for the kick. Only 46 seconds to go. Well, let's see. They're going to mark off the penalty. I think. Yeah, there they go. I'm going to mark the penalty. It'll be back at the 25-yard line. No, wait. Well, there they go. He started and he came back. Now he's going again. So it'll be a 15-yard penalty or 10-yard. 10-yard penalty back to the 25. So Lander will kick off from the 25 and give Powell an opportunity for their first run back.
Let's see how they treat the kickoff return.
Yeah, exactly.
Make a change here with whatever they be doing back there with the fake reverse. The reverse, like I said, it causes nothing good happening for Powell.
Andrews to kick off. We have Foley and Nelson back for Panthers at the 20. Here's Andrews' kick, and it's a line drive kick. Bounces at the 30, picked up on the far side by Foley. No, that's Nelson. Nelson advances at 10 yards to about the 41-yard line, and that's where Powell will take over. 1st and 10, their best field position of the day.
And we did not see a fake handoff or a reverse.
They ran straight up.
Maybe a method you want to take away is the fake handoff there.
Okay, so the Powell Panthers with their best field position of the afternoon. And they come up to the line of scrimmage. Kobe off to the right side. One man in the slot, in the I formation. Seifert back. Play action pass. Rolls. Passes caught by Diaz. Diaz breaks away from one. He's got a first down across midfield. Down to the 45 to the 44-yard line.
Good pass and run.
So that is 9 and 6. That's a 15-yard pass play. First completion, and it goes to Diaz. For the Powell Panthers, first down across the 50. Well, when you get good field position, you've got some room to maneuver.
Absolutely. Let's see if they could capitalize off of it. Maybe trying more of the ground game, because that's what seemed to be working earlier.
Same formation in the I, 2 receivers. Handoff goes to Crawford. He's caught behind the line, and down he goes. No gain on the play. Nice defense that time. Nice pursuit. And for the Tigers, that was 65, Gavin Romer. And that's the end of the first period of play. And after one, it's Lander Valley 22 and Powell 0. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Okay, back again at Bill Bush Stadium. Lander 22-zip over the Powell Panthers. Powell with the ball. First time they've crossed the 50-yard line. It's at the 43-yard line of Lander. Seifert, the quarterback, I formation. Handoff goes to Crawford. He's tripped up right away. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Good defensive play that time. Coming in and making that stop for Lander, I believe, was
Cody West.
Cody West, number 30. That's right.
Nice tackle.
So it's going to be a loss of 1 back to the 44-yard line, a loss of 1. I had him at the 44 initially, but apparently they were at the 43, so it's a loss of 1 back to the 44. Here's a big third down play now for the Panthers. They need 11 yards. Seifert under center, takes the snap, play action pass, throws downfield, stopped, intercepted by the Tigers. It was tipped and intercepted, and the Tigers come away with the football, and it is 82. Caleb Andrews gets the INT. Third turnover by the Tigers, and Lander gets the ball right back in Powell territory. And Andrew, boy, what a turn of events for the Tigers and the Panthers.
Yeah, Powell had great field position and once again couldn't capitalize it. Third turnover, we're only in the second quarter, not even far into the second quarter, and these early turnovers are costing the game for Powell really, really early.
There was a pretty good pressure on the quarterback, and he tossed it up, and it was knocked in the air. So it's at the 38 in Lander territory. Quarterback, Hollingshead in the gun. Baker alongside of him. Baker gets the handoff. He breaks away from one, breaks away from another. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Lander.
No catching him.
Baker.
His third touchdown.
They could not catch him. Boy, was that a speedy back or what?
That was awesome. Wasn't not catching him. He turned on the Jets the second he got the football. The second he had a gap, really.
Yeah, 10:57 to go here until halftime, and Baker rips off. Let's see, that started from the 38. That's a 62-yard run, 62 yards for Baker. And now Andrews, there's the kick, gets up, it's high enough, it's good. Andrews with the PAT, and with 10:57 until halftime, Lander 29, Powell 0. We'll be right back.
To make your home feel like new, they will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Golden Buffalo Jewelry in Riverton knows that sports bring our community together. From Friday night lights to weekend tournaments, they're proud to cheer on our local athletes and support the teams that give us so much to root for. At 407 East Main, you'll find something special for everyone. Timeless pieces, unique gifts, and a selection worth exploring. Stop in, discover the perfect treasure, and know you're supporting a business that supports local sports. Where community and sparkle shine side by side. Call 307-857-2789 today.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Ernie over and Andrew Garcia back after that electrifying 62-yard run by Braden Baker. Boy, did they open the hole for him on the front line. Lander 29, Powell nothing. We're still in the second quarter, 11 minutes to go. Lander has scored early and often. Andrews will kick it off. Nelson and Foley are deep for the Panthers. There's the kick, aided by wind, high end over ender into the end zone, and it's a touchback.
That's what we see all the time.
And Lander, Powell will take over now at their own 20-yard line. Well, that's more like it. You know, of course, with the wind, it really went.
Yeah.
So Powell will take it at the 20. So far in today's game, Lander has had touchdown drives of 15, 80, 23, and 62 yards. Tigers doing a good job on the ground, as we thought they probably would. Okay, Seifert has it. He is in the gun. Back to pass, looking, passes, and it is caught with a flag down.
Hey.
Brecken Kobe got the pass, and there's a flag in the backfield. I think we'll have holding here, and this one's going to come back. So Kobe advanced the ball up to where it would have been a first down, but it's a hold, and Powell's going to give up that play and march back to the 10-yard line. So a penalty on Powell. That was a good play. Kobe caught it and cut right up field. 10:49 to go, first half of play, 29-0 Lander. Panthers are back at the 10-yard line now. It'll be 1st and 20.
Man, Powell's really dug themselves in a really, really deep hole.
Yes, they certainly have. Okay, Seifert comes out. He's in the gun.
Oh.
Looks to throw. The pass is knocked away, incomplete. That was almost a fumble.
Yeah. Got to the quarterback luckily for the quarterback, right as he threw it.
Seifert is now 1 completion in 4 attempts for 15 yards. And it brings down a 2nd down, 20 yards to go. 2nd 20 for the Panthers. Boy, that wind is really howling out there.
Yeah, it is. It is. Papers everywhere blowing right now.
Flags in the northwest corner are standing out stiff. I didn't check with the weather service, but I guess we're probably having about 15, 20 mile an hour winds right now here at Bill Bush Stadium.
Sure seems like it.
Okay, Seifert now goes under center.
Flag.
And a whistle.
I think it's a delay game.
Yep, delay a game, another 5-yard penalty. Boy, they're going backwards.
Continuing to dig a hole.
Yeah. So that will bring them back to the 5-yard line, and it's 2nd down and 25 yards to go. Seifert has 1 man in the backfield behind him in the power I, and it is now in the gun. Oh, almost goes over his head. Play action pass. Pass is incomplete. Knocked away by Parker Burton. And that makes it his 4th incompletion in 5 attempts. And it is 3rd down and forever.
If I'm Powell, you might want to just find a short little pass to try and get out of the end zone so the punter's not so deep into the end zone.
Right.
When he comes and punts the ball on 4th down, because one, the wind's gonna be blowing
right in their face, yeah.
And this defense is doing really good right now. So maybe just something quick over the middle.
Well, a little slant pass like we saw Hollingshead do down on their end. Okay, Seifert up to the line of scrimmage. 1 man in the backfield is Crawford in the gun. Back to pass. There's that pass, and it is incomplete, knocked down. And so that is another incompletion for Powell, and they're going to have to punt it away at the 5-yard line. Wow.
Yeah, this will be interesting to see how the punt's going to go.
Yeah, because he'll be punting straight into the wind.
The hard gusting wind inside of his own end zone. This will be a rough punt for him.
Yeah, it sure will be. Going deep back for the Panthers. See, that's 18. That's David Yates. Here's the kick.
There's the punt.
And it goes off the side of his foot. It's going to be picked up at the 26-yard line and buried right there.
More great field position for Lander.
Oh, boy. Lander's going to have it. Well, they're going to mark it at the 27. So Lander gets it at the 27-yard line. Wow. Lander has certainly won the battle of field position here tonight, Andrew.
They've won the battle of turnovers. They won the battle of field position. They won the battle of everything. Up 29-0. Powell has really dug themselves in a hole, really the second the game started.
Well, the
much.
good news for Lander is they're going to have the opportunity to play a few more players today. They'll get some more folks into the game. Okay, here come the Tigers out. Hash mark on the near side. Hollingshead and Baker in the backfield. Moffitt in the slot on one side. West the slot on the other. Andrews split out wide to the right side. In the gun. Back to pass. rolls to his left-hand side. He's going to keep it. He's at the
Nice
20.
move.
He's at the 10-yard line, and down he goes just before the 10. So Hollingshead with his first big rush of the game, and it goes down for a first down, a Wind River Realty first down, and it's at the 13-yard line. So 13 yards by Paxton Hollingshead, and another first down. That's a 14-yard carry by Hollingshead. There goes Burton and Andrews, split off wide to the right side. Baker in the backfield with Hollingshead in the gun. Cody West in motion. Snap, handoff to Baker. Baker down to the 5-yard line. And that's close to another Tiger first down. And they're going to mark him right at the 5-yard line. So that's another 5 yards. 96 yards on 8 carries for the Lander Valley Tigers. So that's down to the 5-yard line. Nice gain. No, they're going to mark it at the 6, actually.
So 2nd and 6 from...
yeah, 2nd, and actually 2nd and 3 for the first down. 2nd and 6 for the touchdown. Okay, same formation. Hollingshead. Hand off to Baker. Baker's caught right away, rolls to his right side, picks up maybe a yard. Good defense by the Powell front 4 that time.
Definitely ready for the Braden Baker handoff.
Just a 1-yard gain by Baker, who has 97 yards unofficially on 9 carries.
You know who Braden Baker really reminds me of? Like, I know high school and NFL comparisons aren't like big, but he does remind me a lot of Derrick Henry.
Well, it's the technique.
Yeah. Derrick Henry, you know, of course, all the focus is on him.
8:34 to go. Lander leading 29-0. Here's the handoff. Oh, it goes to Espinoza, and he's caught at the line of scrimmage. Espinoza with the carry, and he's going to no gain on the play. So it'll be 4th down for the Tigers. And do we have a field goal attempt coming up? I believe we do. I see Andrews and McFadden out on the field. McFadden is going to put the ball down at the 11-yard line. It'll be a 21-yard field goal attempt. All right, here we go. 21 yards on the field goal attempt. There's the snap, the kick. It's up, it's high enough, it's long enough, and it is good. So Andrews gets the field goal, 21-yard field goal, and it comes at the 7:42 mark. And Lander now goes up 32-0, and we'll be right back.
Stay at the newly renovated Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, proud sponsor of all sports teams, home and away. Experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience with Hampton's top-notch amenities, including a free hot breakfast, complimentary dinner and drinks Monday through Thursday evenings, a sweet shop for snacks and essentials, a pet-friendly environment, and an indoor hot tub, pool, and a fitness center to keep up with your workout routine. We've got everything you need for an exceptional stay. Reserve your stay now on our website, Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, where comfort meets convenience.
Hey guys, this is Nick Haskell, and here at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and a better service.
Foley and Nelson are deep for the Powell Panthers after the field goal by Andrews. 7:42 to go until halftime. 32-0 Lander. There's the long kick in and out of the end zone, and Powell will have it at the 20-yard line. Well, Powell's longest penetration into Lander Valley territory was when they got it at the 44. Or when they advanced it to the 44. Since then, they've been right around the 20-yard line most of the game, Andrew.
Yeah, well, turnovers early definitely play a factor in that. That early fumble, which resulted in a Lander Tiger touchdown, which Really kind of just all went downhill for Powell there.
Okay, Seifert brings his team up. Everyone's in tight. There is one man split out. Fumble
Another
on the
one.
play down back at the 15-yard line. And it's recovered by the Panthers, and that's Lincoln Crawford who jumped on the ball. Bad snap. So it goes back to the, what is that, the 15-yard line? 5-yard loss.
So what is that, 4 fumbles now?
Yeah.
2 of them have been recovered by Lander, and 2 of them have been recovered by Powell.
Okay, we got to give Seifert -5 here on that.
Oh, man.
Okay, back up to the line of scrimmage. One man on the backfield is Crawford. 2 men split out wide to the left-hand side. Under center, handoff goes to Crawford. Crawford tries to go left. He's got a little better yardage, maybe 1 or 2 yards at the most. Great defensive pursuit that time by the Tigers. Yeah, and I think that was Darian Herford out there who led the charge for the Tigers.
He's made a couple of nice tackles here tonight early.
And it's only a 1-yard gain by Crawford. And he has 46 yards now on 7 carries. And it's a big 3rd down. They need 13 yards to go. 3rd down and 13. 2 receivers split out wide on the near side. Hash mark far side. Everyone else is in I formation. 1 man in the slot is Foley. Here's the fake. Here's the pass downfield. Almost intercepted by the Tigers. And that was Paxton Hollingshead who almost got it. I think the wind caught that one and knocked it down.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so it is 4th down. And the Panthers are going to have to punt from their 16-yard line.
Another 4th and long for Powell. It seems to be the story of the night. Really can't get anything going offensively. We talked about the run game. That has been better, but not enough.
Okay, back to punt. Brecken Kobe. There's the snap, and it goes off high, caught by Parker Burton at the 42-yard line. Burton cuts to his left-hand side, and he's caught and drugged down from behind by Braxton Nelson. But he gets a pretty good carry, though. They're going to mark him down at the 45-yard line in Powell territory. So that is a 12-yard return.
For punting against the wind, that was a pretty good punt.
Yeah, it was good. It was not a end-over-ender. It was a spiral, and that has a little bit more aerodynamics. So Lander has it at the 45-yard line. Nice return by Burton. Hash mark on the near side, 5:54 to go until half. Lander 32, Powell 0. This is ending, if the score stays the way it is now, Andrew, a lot of frustration for the Tigers. They have not played well against Powell in the past. Okay, here we go. Handoff right up the middle, and it's Cody West down to the 40-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play.
Came off with explosion off the handoff. Thought he was gonna take one long.
I thought I was thinking the same thing. Okay, West with the carry. Cody has carried twice now for 20 yards. 2nd down, 5 to go for the Tigers. Real strong wind. It's coming in from the northwest now. The wind has actually changed direction. It was due north, now it's northwest. 5:20 to go until halftime. Clock moving, 32-0 Lander. Up to the line come the Tigers.
Timeout.
McFadden and Gebhardt wide, and Lander's going to take a timeout, so will we. 32-0 Lander. We'll be right back.
A people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Hollingshead's pass intended downfield to Parker Burton is overthrown at the end zone, so it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. And Andrew, that's the first incompletion by Hollingshead tonight.
Yeah, that was a good pass. I mean, obviously, of course, the wind definitely took it a little bit farther than it probably normally would have gone. But not surprised that was his first incompletion. He's had a good day.
Yep. 3rd down now, 10 yards to go. Tigers have to look for a first down here. Clock under 5 minutes now, first half. 2 receivers off to the left. Baker in the backfield with Hollingshead in the gun. There's the pass on the far side, caught by McFadden. 5 yards on the play, not enough for the first down, but it'll be a 5-yard reception by McFadden. And
we have a Powell Panther down. If I saw the back of the jersey correctly, is that number 10?
Yeah, and he just got up.
Okay. Number 2.
And he's heading to the sideline. So it's 4th down, and Lander needs. No, that was a good. They're going to mark it as a first down for Lander.
Had enough for a first down.
Wow. I thought it was a 5-yarder, but it's actually a 10-yarder. So let me change my scorebook here into that 10 and 47. Okay. Well, Lander, first down and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They could, because Lander deferred at the beginning of the game, correct?
That's right. They'll get the ball.
They could double up here.
3:57 to go. 2 receivers split out wide to the left side. Burton in motion. Hollingshead, quick shot. There's a good pass caught by Burton, and he's down for another first down inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. And that's a good pass on that play, 19 yards. So it is 65 yards now on 6 receptions, and Burton gets his first reception. So first down and 10, 3.5 minutes to go here. First half of play, Lander 32, Powell 0. Up to the line at the 24-yard line. Receivers wide to the left side, 1 man in the slot, 1 man in the backfield. Hand off to Cody West. Cody down to the 20-yard line. First down, Tigers. Nice carry by Cody West. Yeah, and Cody now with 3 carries and 24 yards. Cody's taken a lot of the pressure off of Baker, and Cody comes out of the game now, and Baker back in. So 2:45 to go, clock rolling. Lander has it 2nd down, 6 yards to go from the Powell 20-yard line. Andrews split out wide. McFadden on that side in the slot. Here's the handoff, and it goes to Baker, and Baker gets a couple straight up the gut. Not much there for Braden, but maybe a yard. Let's see where they mark it. It'll be a 1-yard gain by Baker. He's got 10 carries now, 98 yards unofficially, and it goes to the 19-yard line. Baker, the leading rusher in Class 3A. Burton comes in from the sideline with the play. 2 minutes to go now. First half of play. Lander knocking on the door again.
3rd and 5. Honestly, why not a shot at the end zone?
Yeah, 3rd and 5. Here's the call. Same formation for the Tigers. Espinoza in motion. There's the pitch back. It goes to Baker. He's got the first down and more. Down to the 10, inside the 10-yard line, down to the 9-yard line. 10-yard gain by Braden Baker, and that's another Wind River Realty first down for the Tigers.
I guess you don't got to take a shot at end zone when you have a back in the backfield like Braden Baker who could make something out of nothing, or nothing out of something.
You know, he's got a low center of gravity, and that makes all the difference. Because when those legs are churning, it's hard to bring him down. First and goal for the Tigers at the 8-yard line with 1:37 to go. Tigers come up to the line. Everyone's in tight this time. The old power formation. Handoff goes to the second man through. Cuts to the left-hand side. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Lander. Is that Braden? No, that's Cody West. Cody West in for the touchdown. That's a 9-yard touchdown. Is that what I had here? Yeah, 9-yard touchdown for Cody West. And that makes him 33 yards now on 4 carries. And here's Andrews for the PAT. There's the kick. It's blocked. Boy, that was a good penetration that time, and that was Brock Frank who blocked the PAT. 1:31 to go here until halftime. Lander 38, Powell 0. Back after this.
Hot Springs Pharmacy is proud to cheer on our hometown Bobcats. Whether it's game night or school night, we've got the prescriptions, health essentials, and friendly service you can count on. Hot Springs Pharmacy, your local team, your local pharmacy. Let's have a big cheer for our hometown team.
Midway operates our 4 showrooms as one location, giving you by far the biggest selection of inventory in the region. Midway has the best buying experience before and after the sale. Our team members have more experience and knowledge to better serve you. Midway's success is based on hard work. Our team members give 110% to make sure you have a fast, enjoyable experience. We have what you need. At Midway, you're not just a customer, you're part of the Midway family.
Head to Nana's Bowling and Bakery in DuBois for Family Fun Night. Now booking parties for all ages and occasions. To reserve your company, family, or birthday party, call 455-3660. Nana's Bowling and Bakery is proud to support Fremont County student athletes.
Second touchdown of the game by Cody West. Braden Baker has 3 touchdowns, and Hollings had 1, and that was that pass to West, the first touchdown for the Tigers. So Andrews to kick it off again to Foley and Nelson, who are deep. This time they move back almost to the goal line. Baker approaches it with the wind. There's the kick, and out of the end zone it goes. So Powell will take back over at their own 20-yard line. And Powell starts today, Andrew. They've started from the 9, the 7, the 15, the 44, which was their best starting, the 20, and now the 20 again.
And most of those were because, and most of the ones where they were backed up in their own end zone was because of the fake reverse or the reverse that didn't work out at all.
Yeah, exactly. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left in the backfield. Here's the pass, caught, and it's going to go to Brock Frank, and Frank is going to be good enough for the first down. It's at the 31-yard line. It's a first down for the Powell Panthers, and that is the second completion for Seifert, and the first catch by, who did I say, Brock Frank.
They're going hurry up, pass to the left side. Oh!
Whoa!
Nice hit.
Okay. I was writing in my scorebook. Tell us what happened that time.
It was a night. So they went hurry up offense and made a pass to the left side. And that was, I believe, that was Caleb Andrews who came in and made a monster hit.
Okay, a gain of 4 on the play. It's at the 35-yard line. Second down, back to pass. Seifert caught, dropped. It would have been a first down, but dropping the ball on the play, I think that was Brecken Colby. Third down, And about 7 yards to go. 42 seconds to go here in the first half. Hash mark, far side. Seifert comes out with 2 receivers on the near side, 1 on the far side. He's in the gun next to Crawford. Rolling, play action. Here's the pass.
Hey.
Incomplete. Oh, great defense by Finn McFadden. McFadden hit the player, David Yates, right as he caught the ball, and it's 4th down.
Powell's really trying to get something going through the air, but Lander's defense has been outstanding here tonight.
Yeah, there's been 2 receptions out of 10 attempts for Powell. 4th down. And Brecken Colby is in to punt. Finn McFadden is the lone Tiger. He's back at the 30-yard line. Let's see if the punt will go that far into this really stiff wind that is now blowing from the northwest across the field. Colby. Brecken Colby. He's a junior. There's the kick. It's a high one. And it's going to bounce out of bounds at the 40-yard line in Lander territory. No, they're going to mark it out at the 42. So Lander Valley takes over at the 42-yard line with 33 seconds to go. Well, let's see what they do. Are they going to take a knee? I wouldn't be surprised.
Personally, I would. Knee would probably be the best because the score is 38-0.
Just got a score in from Cody Beers down at Evanston. Riverton 28-7 over Evanston. Their quarterback Gattenbein has 4 touchdown passes. So good on the Riverton Wolverines. Lander plays Evanston next Friday night. Okay, just 33 seconds to go. Lander has the ball at their own 42-yard line.
Not in the victory formation.
Nope. Back in the gun. There's the hand. No. Keeper by Hollingshead. He's on the right-hand side. He's at the 40.
Oh.
He's at the 30, and he falls down. He would have been.
He would have gone. He would have gone all the way.
Hollingshead. So that is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 yards by Hollingshead down to the 29 yards, 31 yards to the 29-yard line. Wow.
I guess that was kind of a smart approach there, because if you don't get a big gain out of that play, then that's maybe when you take the kneel down.
Right.
And so, of course, they got great field position now to best possibly get a field goal shot to end the half.
I think they're going to let the clock run out. We're down to 8 seconds to go, and the clock's going to run out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and our halftime score, Lander.
They just took a timeout.
Oh, did they take a timeout?
2 seconds left on the clock. Lander Tiger timeout.
Okay, well, we'll be right back.
Porter's Mountain View Supply has been serving central Wyoming with top brand name spas, stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor grills. With 2 locations in Riverton and Casper Plus financing available for your purchase, Porter's offers expert advice, quality products, and service along with maintenance. Porter's, your local spa, stove, and fireplace provider in Riverton at the corner of Sunset and North Federal.
Clogged drains? Top Priority Drain Cleaning's got you. Fair prices, top service, and a lowest price guarantee. Show any past price and they'll beat it by 5%. Call Top Priority now at 307-709-CLOG. They would like to wish all the Fremont County teams good luck this year.
Caleb Andrews back to attempt a 46-yard field goal for the Tigers with 2 seconds to go. His last PAT attempt was blocked. So let's see what Powell does on this PAT attempt. Just 2 seconds left. This will be the last play of the first half. There's the snap, the kick, it's up, it's high enough, and it is no good, off to the left. I think the wind caught that one, Andrew.
Yeah, and I think that bobbled snap was definitely a reason that probably went to, I think it was the right side.
Yeah. Okay, well, this is our halftime score, and for the Lander Tigers, it's a happy halftime score. Lander 38, Powell nothing. We'll be back with our first half statistics on our U.S. Marine Corps halftime show right after we take this timeout.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Hi, my name is Deputy Krista Grove with the Laramie County Sheriff's Office. I wanted to remind everyone that no matter how big your kiddo might seem, they should probably still be sitting in a booster seat. My son, Sylvester Grove, 9 years old, still sits in a booster seat in my vehicle. I've responded to far too many crashes where there have been kids not buckled up and have seen the worst. Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Wyoglass wants to wish all the Lander Valley Tiger teams good luck this year. Wyoglass is locally owned and operated in Lander. They bleed green. Call or stop in today to get a quote on a window or get a quick fix on your window for a rock chip. Wyoglass is Lander.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry Aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry. And this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Community health.
Ernie Over and Andrew Garcia back with you at Bill Bush Stadium in Lander. Halftime score, the Lander Valley Tigers 38, the Powell Panthers 0. Looking at the scoring, Powell fumbled just on the second play of the game. Lander recovered at the 15-yard line. Lander, one play, 15 yards. Hollingshead 15-yard pass to Moffitt. Andrews added the PAT, 7-0 Lander. At the 3:23 mark of the first quarter, a 5-yard run by Braden Baker. That was an 11-play, 30-yard drive. Andrews added the PAT. It was Lander 14, Powell nothing. At the 46-second mark of the first play, it was an 8-yard rush by Braden Baker and a 2-point rush for the 2-point conversion by McFadden. A 3-play, 23-yard drive, 22-0 Lander. In the second period, at the 10:57 mark, a 62-yard run by Braden Baker. Andrew added the PAT, 29-0 Lander. 1 play, 62 yards on that very electric play by Braden Baker. At the second period, at the 7:42 mark, a 21-yard field goal by Caleb Andrews. 4 plays, 27 yards, 32-0 Lander. And then with a minute 31 to go, a 9-yard run by Braden Baker. That was Cody West, wasn't it? Not Baker.
It was Cody West.
Yeah, I'm glad I caught that mistake. Cody West had a 9-yard run. PAT was blocked, and that was an 8-play, 45-yard drive, and that made the score Lander 38 and Powell nothing. We'll be back on our U.S. Marines halftime show right after we listen to this.
Across Fremont County, ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, community health centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
I'm Winslow Friday, Director of the Wind River Intertribal Council Department of Transportation. It makes me and my crew happy when you buckle up. It just might save your life.
I'm gonna get us home. Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Take the next.
Ernie Over and Andrew Garcia back with you at Bill Bush Stadium. Individually, well, let's take a look at our totals. Lander has 205 yards rushing, 65 yards passing, 270 yards total offense. Powell, 41 yards rushing, 26 yards passing, 67 yards total offense. For the Powell Panthers, Seifert has 1 rush for -5 yards. Crawford has 7 carries for 46 yards, and that is it. Seifert had 2 pass completions in 10 attempts for a total of 26 yards. Frank caught 1 for 11, and Diaz caught 1 for 15. For the Lander Valley Tigers, Paxton Hollingshead has 2 carries for 44 yards. Braden Baker, 11 carries for 108 yards. Cody West has 4 carries for 33 yards. And that is the Lander rushing. We have 3 players touch the football for Lander. Passing department, Hollingshead has completed 5 of 6 passes for 65 yards. His favorite receiver is Finn McFadden, who has 3 receptions for 44 yards. Parker Burton, 1 reception for 19. And Moffitt, what's Moffitt's first name? My memory just disappeared from me. My good dear friend, Moffitt has 1 reception for 15 yards. I'm sorry, I lost track of his first name there. So the Tigers doing well both on the scoreboard and on the stat sheet. Lander outputting the offense on Powell, 270 to 67 yards. You're listening to the United States Marine Corps. You don't join the Marine Corps, you become one. We'll be right back.
Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
Detailing done different can protect your vehicle with S-Tech's Action Series, Carbon or Smart Series ceramic tint, plus premium ceramic coatings for maximum UV and heat protection. All backed by a lifetime warranty. Expect expert detailing to make any ride look brand new. Call 307-851-5158 today. Detailing done different.
Discover Thermopolis is proud to stand with our Bobcats. From local attractions to hometown pride, there's always something to cheer about here. Discover Thermopolis, celebrating our community and rooting for the Bobcats all season long.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Ernie Over and Andrew Garcia back with you. Bill Bush Memorial Stadium here in Lander. Our halftime score on our U.S. Marine Corps halftime show, Lander 38 and Powell is nothing. And, of course, Barrett Moffitt. My apologies to Barrett. His dad's one of the assistant coaches, but his name just went blank on me there for a second. Barrett Moffitt. Had that one catch for 15 yards. So the Lander Tigers and the Powell Panthers come back out here after their halftime with Lander with the big lead. And this game has kind of gone the way we thought it would, Andrew.
Exactly the way we thought it would, and then some. You know, with the turnovers early for Powell, and like I said, over throughout the first half, those turnovers really dug a hole that Powell couldn't get themselves out of. So that's why the score is 38-0 right now.
Well, I just saw a flash of lightning out behind on the Baldwin Creek Road. Let's hope it doesn't get any closer, because if it does, we'd have to delay the game. Thank you for that. Okay, 38-0. Lander and the Tigers come out, and they deferred. They won the toss. So, Andrew, they're going to get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, I'm curious how much of the first team we're going to see out of Lander here. I'm sure we'll see some of them at the beginning of the second half, but throughout the rest of it, I'm curious to see how much we're going to see of them.
Well, you know, with a big lead like this, Coach Jim Burton has an opportunity to play some other players. We've seen Espinoza with a couple carries, and that was good, so we'll probably see a little bit more of that. That's my guess anyway.
And maybe try some things you haven't tried yet.
Yeah. Well, they've reset the clock for 3 minutes for the players to warm up, so we're going to take another timeout. We'll be back with the second half of this evening's game, Lander 38, Powell nothing, after this.
From Carpet One, because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Golden Buffalo Jewelry in Riverton knows that sports bring our community together, from Friday night lights to weekend tournaments. They're proud to cheer on our local athletes and support the teams that give us so much to root for. At 407 East Main, you'll find something special for everyone. Timeless pieces, unique gifts, and a selection worth exploring. Stop in, discover the perfect treasure, and know you're supporting a business that supports local sports. Where community and sparkle shine side by side. Call 307-857-2789 today.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Stay at the newly renovated Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, proud sponsor of all sports teams, home and away. Experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience with Hampton's top-notch amenities, including a free hot breakfast, complimentary dinner and drinks Monday through Thursday evenings, a sweet shop for snacks and essentials, a pet-friendly environment and an indoor hot tub pool, and a fitness center to keep up with your workout routine. We've got everything you need for an exceptional stay. Reserve your stay now on our website, Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, where comfort meets convenience.
Hey guys, this is Nick Haskell, and here at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and a better service.
And we're back from the end of the halftime to begin the second half, where the Lander Tigers are currently up 38-0 with Lander receiving here to start off the second half.
And now with the play-by-play of the second half, here is Andrew Garcia.
With the kick is the Powell Panthers with, who's that in the backfield? Is that?
Oh, in the backfield.
That is Finn McFadden.
Yeah, Finn
McFadden looking to return the kick. And the second half is underway. Kind of a short kick. Finn McFadden has to take a step up. He takes the ball, runs to the right side, makes a move, nice move, makes another nice move, cuts up and is down at around the 33-yard line, and probably exactly at the 33-yard line is where the Lander Tigers will take over here.
28-yard return by Finn McFadden on the kickoff.
And we saw the backup quarterback, Garrett Romer, warming up, but is still Paxton Hollingshed heading out there right now. We might see Garrett later on here in the second half, but right now it is Paxton.
Yeah, we saw him warming up on the sideline, taking some throws, so that would indicate he might be on his way in the game here at some point.
Maybe a score here from Lander, and that's when he comes in.
Yep.
Two receivers to the right, two receivers to the left, and a back in the backfield with Paxton Hollingshed. Send the receiver motion. That is Parker Burton. Takes the snap. It's a handoff to Braden Baker. Braden Baker kind of met at the line of scrimmage and is brought down. Really went nowhere on that one. Second down.
Yeah, that was a very good pursuit. I think the Powell Panthers made some defensive adjustments at the halftime. Diaz is out there. He kind of led the charge from his linebacker spot, and there's no gain on the play. First time Baker's carried the ball for no gain.
That's wild. Second down here for the Lander Tigers, coming off of a no gain rush from Braden Baker. Second down. Two receivers out to the right side of Hollingshed. Same formation. Braden Baker still in the backfield. Snap taken. Looks to his left, looks to his right. He's going to scramble. He's going to run for himself, and he's going to get taken down. Gain of maybe about 4.
Yeah, Tyler Wenzel came up and made that unassisted tackle. So it's a gain from the 33 to the 36. So gain of
3.
3 on the play. So third down and 7.
Third down and 7 here for the Lander Tigers. They were looking to go through the air. Really great coverage downfield from Powell, which led Paxton Hollingshed to take off for a gain of 3. Third down and 7 here for the Tigers. a trio of wide receivers out on the left side, a single wide receiver on the right side. Takes a snap. He's going to look to his left. He's going to throw deep to his left, and he's going to have a man downfield, and that is
Finn
McFadden. Touchdown. Lander Tigers.
Boy, I tell you what, Andrew, that was a long pass into the wind. It was a spiral.
That was a beautiful pass.
And McFadden had about 5 yards on his defender.
He did, which means he got a good step off, or it was miscommunication from the defense.
And a great touchdown.
44-0, it makes it coming off, barring a PAT attempt here from Andrews. The kick is up. It is good. 45-0 here. First drive coming out of halftime in the second half for the Lander Tigers. They go up 45-0. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back right after this.
A people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
And we're back, coming back off of a 64-yard touchdown pass from Hollingshed to Finn McFadden, which really was a beautiful pass against the wind, all spiral right where the ball needed to be placed, which gives the Lander Tigers a 45-0 lead. Kind of what we expected.
Yeah, exactly. We talked about this, and that's exactly what happened.
And the kick is away. Andrews kicks against the wind, and it's still in. Oh, it's in the field of play, right at the 1-yard line. What a kick. Makes a move and lowers his shoulder and is tackled at the 9-yard line. What a kick.
Wow, that was a great kick. It hit at the 2-yard line and died into the wind and bounced back, and Powell went, we better pick that thing up. It's a live ball.
That's something you don't see very often.
Yeah, Nelson picks it up and returns it to the 9. So that's where the Powell Panthers will take over again, very deep in their own territory. They have not had any good field position to speak of except on one series this entire game.
It kind of took a minute for Powell to realize that the ball was not into the end zone.
Yeah.
So a 1st and 10 from the 9, coming off of that crazy kick from Andrews. Under center is Seifert. He's going to hand it – oh, no, that's a different quarterback under center. He's going to hand it off to his running back. And he's going to be taken down. And under center now is a sophomore, Karcher Foley, number 8, for the Powell Panthers.
All right, well, good, because he's one of the kick returners, too. Well, Crawford caught that or took that handoff and went 2 yards.
Bounced to the outside and couldn't get much more out of that. So it'll be a 2nd and 8 here for the Powell Panthers. 8:40 here remaining in the third quarter. Under center is Karcher Foley. He's going to hand it back off to his running back. That is Lincoln Crawford. And he's going to get a short gain.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to mark it up about the 17-yard line. And that would be a gain on the play.
5.
Of 5 yards.
So it'll be a 3rd and 3 here for the Powell Panthers.
8 minutes.
3rd and 2 officially.
8:04 to go here. 3rd period of play.
So quarterback change, was that something that you saw coming for the Powell Panthers?
Well, it makes sense. Seifert wasn't that successful. And now let's see what Foley can do.
Third down here, in the I formation with 2 receivers to his right. 3rd and 2. Foley under center. He's going to hand it to the fullback.
Diaz.
And he's going to get, it'll be close.
I think he's got it.
By the naked eye, it looked like he got it.
Yeah. Because it's up past the 20-yard line.
And he did get the first down, so that'll be a Powell Panther first down.
And that's the first carry by Diaz, and it goes right to the 20. So that's a gain on the play, 3 yards. Diaz, number 44, is the fullback.
1st and 10 for the Powell Panthers. And it'll be an I formation, kind of a swap sides for the wide receiver. They are now on the left side of the quarterback. Foley under center. It'll be a handoff back, and he's going to go nowhere. Met in the backfield right away. Great penetration by the Lander Tiger defense.
There's going to be a loss on the play back to the 19. I think that was Crawford that was carrying. And Crawford's going to lose 3 on the play. And it will be a second down and about 13 yards to go. Long 13, or long 12.
Yeah, long 12. 2nd and 12 from the 19, as mentioned.
6:30 to go here, 3rd period.
That tackle was made by Parker Burton, and he was hype after that play.
Well, I tell you what, he shot the gap in there from his linebacker position.
He did.
And made that tackle.
2nd and 12, same formation under center is Foley. It'll be it'll be a play action. He's going to throw it to the left side, and he's going to have a completion to Tyler Wenzel, a senior running back.
And that is not going to be enough for the first down. It's going to be to the, where are they going to mark that? It's right at the 25-yard line.
So a gain of 6 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6 here for the Powell Panthers. 3rd and 6 from the 25. 45-0 here on the scoreboard. Lander Tigers up.
Well, they come up to the line of scrimmage, hash mark on the near side here. So let's see what Powell comes up with on a 3rd.
In the same formation they have been, except with the receivers on the right side this time around. It'll be a play action, and Foley's going to throw the ball, and that'll be incomplete. Would have been a contested catch if the ball was brought down. That was also could have been intercepted.
That was Barrett Moffitt. Tell you what, Moffitt had his hands on the ball and knocked it down.
There's a flag in the backfield, it appears.
What do we have?
That is, yes.
Personal foul.
Roughing the passer.
Roughing the passer against Lander. That'll give a first down now to Powell.
A Tiger defender did get to the quarterback right as the ball was being thrown. He must have landed on him right after that, which resulted in the roughing the passer, which will bring the Powell Panthers to a first down.
Jim Burton not very happy with that call. He had a few words with the official on the sideline, but then just walked away. So it is all the way up to the 40-yard line, 1st and 10 on that penalty.
In the same formation again, in the I formation, a back in the backfield with a fullback, 2 receivers to the right side. He's going to hand it off to his running back, that is Crawford, and he's going to just be met right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, no gain. Nice penetration by the Tiger defense, and coming in there right away for the Tigers, Darian Herford. We haven't called Darian's name but a couple times tonight, but he was right in on that one.
And when we have called his name, he has made a couple of great tackles every single time. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 after the gain of nothing on the run by Crawford.
Under 4 minutes to go now, 3rd period.
2 receivers to the left in the I formation once again. Under center is Foley. Pressure on the way is going to be a pitch to Crawford. Crawford's going to bounce to the right side, and a nice hit from was that McFadden?
I believe it was number 3. That's
that is Finn McFadden. So a nice hit by McFadden kind of stopped the penetration of the running back Crawford and led to more Tigers coming up making the tackle. It'll be 3rd down. 3rd down right at the 45. So it'll be 3rd and 5.
Yeah. I tell you what, McFadden hit him, and he went backwards.
Yes, he did. He didn't go down, but he went backwards, which resulted in a tackle.
No, go ahead. I'm
by
sorry.
many others. Go ahead.
Now, I thought Crawford was going to get the edge that time, but the Tiger defense sealed that edge. So it's 3rd down 5. 2:51 to go here, 3rd period. 45-zip, Lander with the lead.
Under center in the I formation once again. Foley. And
there's a whistle.
There's a whistle. I don't see a flag, though.
And it's a
delay game.
So that's going to go back to the 40.
And it'll be a 3rd and 10.
You know, that looked like it might have been a quick kick.
Yeah.
Because they snapped it back, and the quarterback, Foley, threw it back to Diaz, who was like 7 or 8 yards behind him. And Diaz was starting to look like he was going to kick. I don't know why they would do it on 3rd down, but they haven't had much luck against this Lander defense. So it's 3rd and 10 now. Big play.
If I can remember correctly, they've only gone past the 50-yard line once.
That's right.
So, like you said, it's a big play to try and get past the 50-yard line. It'll be a pitch, too. Oh, it's going to be a pitch and a throw. He's going to go deep. He's going to have a man, and it's going to be overthrown. The man open was Brecken Kobe.
And that was Diaz who threw that football.
Diaz with a nice throw with the wind pushing on it as well. He had a man downfield. I think the wind kind of just made that overthrow happen.
You know, I think that would have been a completed pass had we not have the wind.
Yes, exactly.
Because the receiver that time, Kobe, had beaten his Lander defender.
He did, and he would have had a touchdown.
And we are now in the running clock, by the way, with over 40 points.
Yes, so there is now a minute remaining here in the 3rd quarter. My apologies. And a punt to McFadden. He's going to pick it up at the 3-yard line.
Yeah.
And he's going to make a move, a nice move. He's going to make another nice move and is hammered down at the 15-yard line. So a catch and a return of about 12 yards.
Yeah, McFadden was unsure about that. He thought it was going to bounce into the end zone.
Definitely.
He didn't pursue it. But then the ball bounced the other way, and he had to run behind himself and pick it up at about the 2, as you called. And then he took off, but we have a penalty on the play, and there's going to be a hold against Lander, and that will move the ball back down to the 15-yard line. So Lander will take over 1st and 10 now on the 15 following the penalty.
And we still have Hollingshed at quarterback. 20 seconds here in the 1st quarter. Interested to see if they're going to snap the ball. 45-0, 1st down for the Lander Tigers, and they will snap the ball. It will be a handoff to Cody West, and Cody West is going to break free. The 1st down and more. 1st down, Lander Tigers, and that'll take us to the end of the 3rd quarter where the Tigers have shut out the Powell Panthers up until this point, 45-0. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back with the beginning of the 4th quarter right after this.
Hot Springs Pharmacy is proud to cheer on our hometown Bobcats. Whether it's game night or school night, we've got the prescriptions, health essentials, and friendly service you can count on. Hot Springs Pharmacy, your local team, your local pharmacy. Let's have a big cheer for our hometown team.
Midway operates our 4 showrooms as one location, giving you by far the biggest selection of inventory in the region. Midway has the best buying experience before and after the sale. Our team members have more experience and knowledge to better serve you. Midway's success is based on hard work. Our team members give 110% to make sure you have a fast, enjoyable experience. We have what you need. At Midway, you're not just a customer, you're part of the Midway family.
Head to Nana's Bowling and Bakery in DuBois for Family Fun Night. Now booking parties for all ages and occasions. To reserve your company, family, or birthday party, call 455-3660. Nana's Bowling and Bakery is proud to support Fremont County student athletes.
For more than 40 years, Porter's Mountain View Supply has been serving central Wyoming with top brand name spas, stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor grills. With 2 locations in Riverton and Casper Plus financing available for your purchase, Porter's offers expert advice, quality products, and service along with maintenance. Porter's, your local spa, stove, and fireplace provider in Riverton at the corner of Sunset and North Federal.
And we're back at the beginning of the 4th quarter. Hollingshed still in the game, and he's going to throw to his receiver, That is Finn McFadden. Finn McFadden's going to turn on the Jets. He's going to go up the right sideline. First down and more. Pushed out of bounds at the 25. Around the 20, 25-yard line. First play out of the fourth quarter. That is a pass to Finn McFadden, and all the way changes field position.
I think we have a flag. There's a flag down at the 42.
You would be right.
Holding. Oh, that's too bad. That's going to take back a huge pass play by Lander all the way down inside the 30-yard line of Powell and holding Lander. So they're going to mark off 10 yards from the spot of the foul. And it's going to go down to the – boy, that's a long walk-off.
That is.
Oh, they started so it goes back to the 32. No, that was where they started at the end of the last play. So the penalty goes to the 32 on the penalty. You know, Lander's beach party here has turned into a coat party. There aren't,
yes,
aren't too many kids down there. Although there's one shirtless boy down there.
I see him with the top on. 1st and 20, and met right away.
I think that was
on the
Cody.
carry was Cody. Well, like we were saying, there is a young man down there in the student section with nothing but a top on and pink shorts.
No gain on the play for Cody West. He now has 6 carries for 70 yards.
A quietly good game here for Cody West, taking a huge helping Braden Baker a lot here tonight, who still had a fantastic game. 2nd and 10, and we now have a different quarterback for the Lander Tigers, and that quarterback is Garrett Romer. Garrett Romer's going to throw it over the middle to Parker Burton for close to a first down.
Yeah, so Garrett Romer for his first pass, and it's a good one for 8 yards. And Burton has 2 receptions now for 27 yards.
So
goes right to the 40-yard line, 8-yard gain. So it's 3rd down and 2 with 9.5 minutes to go and a running clock here in Lander.
3rd and 2, Romer at quarterback with a back in the backfield, 2 receivers to his right. He will snap the ball. It'll be a handoff to the running back. That is, I believe, Espinoza. He's going to break a tackle, and he's going to make a run at it. 1st down and more, tackle at the 32-yard line. Big run for the Lander Tigers. And I was wrong. That is not Espinoza. My apologies.
Yeah, I thought it was. Espinoza, 26.
It was. Was it Espinoza?
I thought it was 26. It was a 35-yard run, though. Down to the
I
30.
believe it was Espinoza, actually.
Yeah, he's number 26, carried that 30 yards.
So that will flip the field position here for the Lander Tigers. A handoff back to Espinoza, and he will maybe get a gain of maybe 1 or 2 on the play, coming off of that big run by Espinoza.
Yeah, they're gonna give him a yard on the play. So 31 yards now for Espinoza, and we are at 8 minutes and 20 seconds with the running clock.
45-0. Lander on pace to shut out the Powell Panthers.
You know, back when I was in high school, we played Powell up in Powell, and they beat us 40-0.
Well,
and that was the Frosty Franklin era of the Powell Panthers, and it's kind of nice to return the favor here, although it's 50 years later.
Absolutely, of course. So a 2nd and 9, and it'll be a timeout from the Lander Tigers.
Yeah, timeout Lander. They didn't get that play out in time.
So we are also going to take a timeout with them. We will be right back with 2nd and 9 for the Lander Tigers right after this.
Clogged drains? Top Priority Drain Cleaning's got you. Fair prices, top service, and a lowest price guarantee. Show any past price, and they'll beat it by 5%. Call Top Priority now at 307-709-CLOG. They would like to wish all the Fremont County teams good luck this year.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Back from timeout, there was a play, and it was Espinoza on the handoff for no gain, so it'll bring up a 3rd and 9 for the Lander Tigers.
And Diaz was down on the play, and the officials talked to him, and he's run over to the Powell bench now. Diaz, number 44, one of the good starters for the Panthers. But we have, as Andrew said, 3rd and 9, 7 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the game.
45-0. Romer snaps the ball. It'll be a handoff to a running back, and he's going to get thrown down. But the running back at the handoff was...
I think that was 20. Yeah, that was 20.
20 being...
Yeah, I don't have a 20
I don't have a 20
on my
either.
roster. Well, number 20 gets a carry, and he loses. He goes from the 30 back to the 29, so he lost 1 yard.
And it'll be a field goal attempt for Andrews here. About a 40-yard.
No, it'll be 48 yards.
Kick is up, and it's got the leg, and it's good.
48 yards.
48 yards to make the score 48-0. Lander Tigers, like I mentioned, on pace to shut out the Powell Panthers. 48-0, 6:30 left in the game. So like we mentioned, we have seen some guys that we usually wouldn't see getting some reps here tonight.
Yeah, that's great. And we knew that Coach Jim Burton would put in some extra players. And, I don't have the JV roster. I had the JV roster with me at one time. I don't know where it is right now, but we'll certainly credit that young man with a carry. 6.5 minutes to go. We're just going to keep it right here for right now. Lander with a 48-0 lead, 6.5 minutes to go, and Lander will be kicking off. Andrews with that 48-yard field goal. He would have had another one earlier, but the wind kind of blew it away.
And then the extra point got blocked too.
Yeah. So a good night. 2 field goals and a bunch of extra points. 1 2-pointer for Lander.
Absolutely. So a 48-0 lead for the Lander Tigers, and Andrews is lining up to kick away to the Powell Panthers in the back. And waiting for the return is Braxton Nelson, and is that number 2 right there?
Yeah, that's Brock Frank. Yeah.
Andrews runs away and will kick the ball high into the air, and it'll go into the backfield as it has.
He almost had another field goal. They would have counted that. It went through the uprights.
Go into the backfield as it has pretty much all night for Andrews. Awesome leg, great leg.
So Powell will take over again, and this has been a game, Andrew, of field position and turnovers. Powell has had what, 4 turnovers?
4 fumbles.
4 fumbles.
And an interception.
And they've only been across the 50 once. So a tough night for the Panthers.
Under center is Foley, and it'll be a timeout taken
by Lander. That's their 3rd and final timeout, I thought.
Lander.
Scoreboard has 2 timeouts taken, but I thought that was our 3rd.
Well, we're going to take a timeout with them. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back with the drive for the Powell Panthers right after this.
The choice is yours.
Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
And we're back from timeout here with the Powell Panthers right at the 20-yard line off of a booming kick from Andrews. That resulted in a touchback and is a first down here for the Powell Panthers. Under center is Foley. He's going to hand it off to his running back. That's going to be Lincoln Crawford, who has had scoreboard shows. Obviously, nothing's gone going for Powell, but Crawford's had quite a decent game.
Yeah, the carry was 7 yards up to the 27-yard line, and Crawford in the game now has 68 yards on 13 carries. He's the #1 ground gainer on the season for the Powell Panthers.
Most definitely better than this run. The run game has been much better for Powell as it has been the past 2 games statistically. It'll be a handoff back to Crawford. He's going to bounce to the left side and get tackled right at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, it's going to be close to the first down. Depends on the mark. I think they've got it.
And they're going to give them the first down for the Powell Panthers.
Okay, so that will be a carry to the 31. That'll be 4 yards, and he now has 72 yards on 14 carries.
5:20 here, rolling clock here in Lander, Wyoming on a cold, breezy night.
Yeah, let me check the temperature and see what we've got right now. Have to get the weather app up. And 60 degrees right now in Lander.
Under center is Foley. He's going to do a play action. He's going to be chasing the backfield. He's going to run. He's going to take off by his own, and he's going to lower his shoulders. He's going to get thrown down.
Yeah, nice defensive move that time by the Tigers.
And Oliver Frank on the tackle there for the Lander Tigers.
And it's a 10-yard gain. Yeah, it was a 10-yard gain. They're going to give him the first down. Or no, they're not. They're going to give him 9 yards.
So second and a long one.
Yeah, so that goes to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 9-yard run by Seifert. And because he had a loss earlier in the game, he now only has 4 yards of total offense on the ground.
So Foley under center in the I formation. And pressure's coming from Atlanta Tigers. He's going to hand off to Crawford. He's going to bounce. He's going to get the first down and is tackled right at.
Yeah, he's at the 47, and 47. There's a flag on the play.
That's what I was looking for. I could hear the crowd shouting.
Oh, we have
something, another unsportsmanlike.
Unsportsmanlike against Lander.
I don't know what happened.
Well, that's a major penalty. That's the second unsportsmanlike against Lander.
So that'll put the Powell Panthers past the 50-yard line for the second time tonight.
Yeah, they're at the 38.
So this is the best field position. This is the farthest they've gotten as far as field position comes to the Powell Panthers, looking to punch one in before the game ends to avoid being shut out.
Yeah, their previous penetration was only to the 44. They're now at the 38-yard line.
Carter Foley under center, a sophomore quarterback. In the I formation, we have seen a lot of that since Foley came in for Tanner Seifert. Under center, it is a play action. He's going to roll out to his left, and he's going to be met by a defender, and then he's going to shed the tackle, and he's going to take off on his own. That is Foley. He's going to bounce to the right side. Nice run.
Boy, he almost got tackled 20 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
That would have been some sack for the Atlanta Tigers.
It goes down to the 27-yard line. So nice carry on the play. That's going to go for 11 yards for Foley.
And
he ran about 40 yards that time, but gained 11.
And Foley is down and is in pain.
Yeah, he's sitting down on the 30-yard line.
He was pointing to his thigh area, maybe cramping up or something at the hamstring area.
Yeah, I think maybe it's a cramp. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, this early season, yeah, he's trying to shake it off. I think he had a cramp that time.
Now he's walking off with no help.
But he's going to have to come out of the game for a play.
So that'll put Tanner Seifert back at quarterback for at least one play, unless they want to go a different direction. 48-0, 3:19 on the clock with the injury timeout.
And Coach Jim Burton is talking with the umpire. He wants an explanation on that unsportsmanlike comment, and he just got one. And he puts his headset on, turns back to the sideline. So the coach got the explanation, and now he's telling his assistants what the call was. 3:15 to go. The clock is moving after the injury to the Powell quarterback, and they better hurry. They better get back out on the field.
So
Official put the ball in play.
So they will bring out.
Is it Seifert, 12?
Number.
Yeah, I think it is
number 12. Seifert. Back out there for this play at least. Oh, no, it's going to be. It is not Seifert. That's Crawford in the Wildcat formation. And Crawford's going to bounce to the right side, up the right sideline, pushed out of bounds at around the 8-yard line. Looked like Seifert because I saw the number 2 on the right side.
Yeah.
But that was Crawford in the Wildcat formation, taking the snap, and a nice run puts them inside of the red zone for the first time here tonight.
17-yard carry, and that makes unofficially Crawford with 100 yards in the game. 16 carries for 100 yards.
And they go no huddle, and Crawford is back at quarterback, I guess, is what we'll say right now.
Yeah.
Puts Brock Frank in motion, and he's going to, this is another Wildcat play. He's going to bounce to the left side, sheds the tackle, he's going to cut, and he will be short of the touchdown, down right at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, he gets a pretty good carry. He gets 9 yards.
Knocking at the door from not being shut out here tonight by the Lander Tigers.
Well, you know, they would love to get one in the end zone.
Absolutely. So for second and goal from the 1. Clock running down, currently at 1:34. And in the huddle. And we have Karcher Foley back in there at quarterback under center in the I formation. Probably a handoff to Crawford if I had to guess. He's had a nice drive. And no, it's just going to be a QB sneak.
It's a
and he's going to
push.
Sneak himself in for the touchdown. Karcher Foley sneaks it in. Touchdown, Powell Panthers, puts them on the board and will not be shut out here tonight.
Okay, Foley for the touchdown, 1 yard. And let's see, they're going to go for 1 or 2 here.
Go for 2.
No, they're going to go for 1 because they have a female kicker. Her name is Ivy Agee. She's a senior. She is a kicker, and she's the only girl on the Powell team. And she's going to go for kicking the extra point. Ivy Agee. Long blonde ponytail.
The kick is up, and it is
good.
So makes it 48-7 here in Lander, Wyoming. 1:13 left on the clock. We're going to be right back with the rest of the fourth quarter right after this.
Deputy Krista Grove with the Laramie County Sheriff's Office. I wanted to remind everyone that no matter how big your kiddo might seem, they should probably still be sitting in a booster seat. My son, Sylvester Grove, 9 years old, still sits in a booster seat in my vehicle. I've responded to far too many crashes where there have been kids not buckled up and have seen the worst. Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
WyoGlass wants to wish all the Lander Valley Tiger teams good luck this year. WyoGlass is locally owned and operated in Lander. They bleed green. Call or stop in today to get a quote on a window or get a quick fix on your window for a rock chip. WyoGlass is Lander.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
It's
And
usually in the center.
Back from the commercial break, we're going to have what appears to be a possible onside kick from Ivy, coming off of a touchdown from Carter Foley, a QB sneak, which made the score 48-7, put the Powell Panthers on the board for the first time tonight.
This is her first kickoff. And
it's not going to be an onside. It's going to be a regular kickoff, and it's going to go all the way to about the 15-yard line. It's going to be returned. He's going to bounce to the right side. A flag on the play, and he's going to make a move. Nice move. And he's going to be brought down at the 49, 50-yard line. But a flag is on the play. Flag on the play.
Yeah, there's a flag way back on the return. There must have been a block in the back or a hold or something. Yeah, there's a hold.
Holding.
The flag is down at the 31-yard line. So they'll mark off, and Lander will start from the 21, apparently, with 61 seconds to go in the game. Lander 48 and Powell 7.
So because of the running clock, we're probably just going to have a play or two left here. With the play is probably going to be in the.
I'm not sure why they're taking their sweet time here. They just need to mark off the ball. Oh, that's because they didn't have a football. Okay, they've got one now, and they're going to mark off the 10 yards from the 30 to the 20. And that's where Lander will have it. 21-yard line. So Lander Valley takes over at their own 21.
And they will be in the kneeling formation.
Victory for, well, I don't know.
Actually, I can't. Oh, no, never mind. They were all bunched up in one place. It looked like it.
Yeah, 48 seconds in, there's an offside.
Victory formation for the Lander Tigers.
No, they didn't call the offside. Well, this could be at only 35 seconds to go.
That could have been the last play of the game.
All right. Lander Tigers starting to celebrate now. We're down to 25 seconds to go. That's going to be it. Look at the Tigers, Andrew. They are very excited. They are now 2-0 on the year.
Was a big win for the Lander Tigers, as the scoreboard shows. 48-7 win here for the Lander Tigers. Really showed everything, both offensively and defensively. Couldn't allow Powell to get anything going. Powell kind of dug themselves in a hole early. Really put them with that fumble on the second play of the first drive, which resulted in a Lander Tiger touchdown. The scoreboard has hit triple zeros. 48-7 is the final score here for the Lander Tiger Powell Panther football game. We're going to take a break, and we're going to be right back with our post-game show right after this.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry, and this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Du Bois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
I'm Winslow Friday, Director of the Wind River Intertribal Council Department of Transportation. It makes me and my crew happy when you buckle up. It just might save your life.
I'm gonna get us home.
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
Detailing done different can protect your vehicle with S-Tech's Action Series, Carbon or Smart Series ceramic tint, plus premium ceramic coatings for maximum UV and heat protection. All backed by a lifetime warranty. Expect expert detailing to make any ride look brand new. Call 307-851-5158 today. Detailing done different.
Discover Thermopolis is proud to stand with our Bobcats. From local attractions to hometown pride, there's always something to cheer about here. Discover Thermopolis, celebrating our community and rooting for the Bobcats all season long.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Ernie Over and Andrew Garcia back with you at a very happy Bill Bush Stadium. At least the Lander fans are happy. 48-7. Tigers overpower the Powell Panthers here in this game tonight in Lander in a nice stiff wind. The temperature was about 60 degrees, and with that wind chill makes it just a little bit chillier. Let's look at the scoring roundup. Lander recovered a Powell fumble on their first or second play of the game at 11:38. It was a 15-yard pass from Hollingshead to Moffett. Andrews had the PAT. It was 7-0 Lander. At the 3:23 mark, it was a 5-yard run by Braden Baker. Andrews the PAT. It was a 11-play, 80-yard drive. Lander 14-0. At the 46 mark of the first period, an 8-yard run by Braden Baker, and Finn McFadden ran it in for the 2-point conversion. A 3-play, 23-yard drive, 22-0 Lander. In the second period at 10:57, Baker on a 62-yard run right up the middle. Andrews with the PAT, a 1-play, 62-yard drive, 29-0. At the 7:42 mark of the second period, a 21-yard field goal by Andrews, a 4-play, 27-yard drive, 32-0. At the 1:31 mark, it was a 9-yard run by Cody West. The PAT was blocked. An 8-play, 45-yard drive, 38-0 for the Tigers. After halftime, at the 10:08 mark of the third period, a 64-yard pass from Hollingshead to McFadden. The PAT was added. It was 45-0. Then in the fourth period, at the 6:34 mark, a 48-yard field goal by Andrews made it 48-0. And then with 1:13 to go in the game, Foley for Powell had a 1-yard run. Ivy Agee with the PAT, 7 plays, 80 yards, 48-7 is your total. Looking at the total stats, Lander entered the game with 256 yards rushing, 139 yards passing, 395 yards total. Powell had 128 yards rushing, 32 passing, 160 yards total. We'll be back with our individual stats right after this.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
256 rushing. Oh, back again, Ernie Over and Andrew Garcia back with you here at Lander Valley High School. We have Coach Jim Burton with us tonight. Coach, total domination.
Yeah, just things were working, things are clicking, and guys are in the right spots and doing the right things, and that's what this game's about. So it was just a great effort. O&D line just dominated. And then backs getting a few extra blocks, the receivers blocking their butts off. From whistle, from the kickoff to that last whistle, receivers are blocking, and that's a big thing. Those guys, they know if they don't block, they don't get the rock. So they block their butts off. It was great.
Braden, 109 yards officially tonight, but Cody West had 70 yards tonight, and Hollings had 47 yards. So the rushing game is still doing well for you.
Well, and you just line up and try to take what they give you. In our scheme, when the box is light, we run the ball. When the box is heavy, he pops it out and throws it. Couple times Pax made good reads and pulled it. That's where his rushing yards mostly come from. A little bit on the rollout pass, but yeah, it was all clicking tonight. So we just gotta hone some things and get ready for a couple long road trips.
Well, I tell you what, we've got Evanston next week, and then on the road to Torrington before we return to Lander. But another outstanding performance, I think, by the line against a very young team that Powell brought to town.
And they came and they weren't pulling any punches, and I guess especially early we had a lot of trouble picking up some of their stunts and blitzes. The big guys got talking, and they took care of it. So hats off to them. That was a great game by the offensive and defensive line. I can't talk today, sorry.
Well, Powell gave you plenty of opportunity. They only crossed the 50-yard line once in the first half and once in the second half. They had 3 turnovers, a couple fumbles, pass interception. So the Tiger defense was on
defense
task.
is on point, and one thing I want to point out, the special teams set us up. Even when we were kicking into the wind, Caleb Andrews is getting to the point where with no wind, he's a touchback every time. He's a touchback every time. Hey, Barrett! Romer! I'm sorry. We had they were trying to ditch. They did one interview. They were like, I don't want it anymore. Big Country's going to come up and do some more with you. But the special teams, Andrews, the kicking game, setting up some pretty crazy things. He's kicking into the wind. The ball dies on the 1. I don't think I've ever seen that. The ball just die on the 1 yard line. The guy he's at the 5. Ball goes over his head, and he lets it go, and it dies. So us pinning them deep on several of those kickoffs that didn't go in the end zone was huge. We didn't punt.
No.
We get a couple field goals. The one long one, he snaps a little off. It's windy, and then he came back, and we wanted to try one because he's got a leg out to 50. Like, he can kick a 50 without the wind. This one, he had the crosswind, had to kick it. I think he kicked it almost to Pinedale, and it winged back in. So
yeah, it sure did.
So, yeah, Caleb Andrews, great kicking today. But, again, special teams, Coach Moffitt's got those guys dialed in to where they are setting us up, offense and defense, just exceptionally well.
Well, I tell you what, it's all in making a full team effort, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it was everybody.
Yeah.
A lot of young guys stepped up when it was their turn to get a chance, and they did some good things. lots of little things to coach there as well, but lots of good stuff out of the young Tigers for sure.
Yeah, Espinoza had a bunch of carries tonight.
Yeah, we wanted to get Cole some touches. He's another explosive guy, and I mean, I'd like to say he's a change of pace, but he's about like Baker and West. He'll just soon run you over as look at you. So
yeah.
So
well, Powell didn't do anything that you didn't think they were going to do. They had a little better game on the ground. That Crawford, he's pretty good running back, isn't he?
Yep, pretty solid. Again, they've always got a solid line. And then there at the end, the little wildcat kind of threw some of the young cats for a loop. But again, that's how that is. That's learning. That's football.
That's what you do. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you, Ernie.
2-0 now, and head on the road. Got a couple of tough road games ahead. Back to your old stomping grounds at Evanston next week.
Yeah, we're looking forward to go to Evanston and see what we can do.
All right, take care of the Red Devils down there.
Yeah.
Okay, Coach, thanks a lot.
Hey, thanks, Andrew,
for coming up. And we have Mr. Romer with us.
Go Tigers. Here you go, Rome.
You bet. All right.
Thanks, Coach.
How are you today, Kevin?
Good. How are you?
Good. Now, I understand your nickname is Big Country.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
They just gave it to me. I mean, I'm big, and I have the mullet. So Burton, when he first saw me when he got here my sophomore year, he was like, that's Big Country. So,
all right, Big Country.
Yeah.
All right, that's what it was. Well, that's great. That's a great nickname to have. Yeah. Well, a great game for the line tonight.
Yeah, it was. We did our jobs, and we did them pretty well. I think we just need to, for next week, coming on the Red Devils, we need to stay on blocks longer and maybe get to the backside a little easier and maybe get backers stopped so they can't make those plays.
Now, that number 22 of Powell was a pretty good runner. He was able to get around the end a couple of times for some good yardage, but he didn't make much up the middle where you guys were.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough with we're missing Soranakes out there. He's a pretty solid outside linebacker, but it doesn't no excuse for letting them run up our outsides. But as DN and with Cody West or Braden or anybody else who's out there, I think we need to do a little better contain on that and make sure we can't let him do that all night.
Yeah, because the containment did fail a couple of times, and they got some nice yardage.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys were putting a lot of pressure on their backfield all night long.
Yeah, I felt like we did a good job with that. It also helps having explosive guys like Cody and them just up the middle too, like not always off the edge, just straight up the middle. It always helps too.
Well, Braden knocked off that 65-yard run. That was pretty exciting.
Yeah, it was. It was great to see. He cut back, and I was like, oh, he's gone. You got to worry about it. So
yeah, and that was good. And McFadden had a good night tonight
he
too.
did.
Yeah, Finn had some good catches, and unfortunately had a real great reception called back with a hold. But oh well.
Yeah, made up. It's all right.
Yeah. Now, were you guys trying to keep Powell out of the end zone at the end there? I know they threw you a little trick play there that got him down in scoring position.
Yeah, that was when I was out there, I saw the run. I was yelling at everybody to run, and I seen them throw it. I'm like, oh, no, like this could be bad. And we made up for it because, unfortunately, they didn't complete the pass. So it turned out for us.
Well, there's always time for another shutout.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, okay. What's the difference in this year's team from last year's, Gavin?
Honestly, I just believe that this year's team, we want it, and I know last year's team we did too, and it really helps us with having all these seniors from different schools graduating, which like Powell, for instance, had a big O-line last year, and they all graduated. So, I mean, me and Hammy and Gus and everybody, we've been here for a couple years now, so we're just slowly progressing into that varsity, like, ready, and it just helps that they graduated and we're still here. So. Well,
yeah, you're growing in the job. I mean, every year you play, you get better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Well, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
It's wonderful, and we'll remember the Big Country tag now from now on out.
Sounds good.
Okay, Gavin Romer, our player here on the Click It or Ticket postgame show. Gavin, thank you very much.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. And shaking hands there with Andrew as well. All right, go get him next week, Gavin. We'll see you in Evanston. Okay, very good. And we are going to take a look, as I promised, of the individual stats. And let's just start with the Powell Panthers here to begin. We had, as I mentioned, they had a better job running. Let me turn the page here to get Evanston. Crawford, the running back, had 18 carries unofficially, 113 yards. he would be the best ground gainer tonight, and he was the only one. Foley had 11 yards, Diaz had 3, and Seifert, the quarterback in the first half, had only 4 yards. Seifert was 2 of 10 in the passing department for 26 yards. Foley came in. He was 1 for 1 for 6 yards. Frank had 1 reception for 11. Diaz had 1 for 15. And Wenzel had 1 for 6 yards. And that's it for the Powell Panthers. For the Lander Valley Tigers, on the rushing department, Paxton Hollingshead had 3 carries, 47 yards. Braden Baker had 12 carries, 108 yards. Cody West had 6 carries, 70 yards. And Cole Espinoza had 3 carries for 31 yards. In the passing department, now this is a good stat, Andrew. Only one incomplete pass by Paxton Hollingshead tonight. He was 6 of 7 passing for 131 yards. And Finn McFadden, again, his favorite receiver, 115 yards of pass receiving by Finn. And, of course, he had that one long one, that 166-yard one. That was a good one. Parker Burton had 2 catches for 27 yards, and Barrett Moffett had 1 reception for 15 yards. So the Lander Tigers come away with a big victory tonight. Again, they had 395 total yards to 160 for the Powell Panthers, and Lander getting the big win over the Powell Panthers.
Yeah, it was a big win, and really everything went right for Lander. You know, Powell really dug themselves in a hole really fast with fumbling on the second drive of the second play on the first drive. And then Lander went around and literally scored on the first play. So, and they went on forward from there. So I think you know, this road trip that they're going to have is going to be a tough test these next 2 weeks. But I think you know, with these first 2 games under their belt, with both of them being wins, it builds a lot of confidence for sure. And I'm excited to see what they can do these next couple of weeks.
And, of course, you're listening to the Click It or Ticket postgame show here on Wyo Today Media and on KFCW 93.1 on our Facebook page, Wyo Today Facebook. So another great victory for the Lander Tigers. They're now 2-0 to start the season. Got a tough road trip coming up. We'll be with them on the road to Evanston next Friday night, and then a week later be on the road to Torrington. A couple of tough road games, but that's how you measure your success, is how you can play on the road. And
absolutely. And road games in Wyoming obviously are very kind of far, so it'll be it'll be interesting. But I believe it'll be a good test for these Lander Tigers.
Yeah, a little 4-hour drive down to Evanston.
Absolutely.
Through the Three Sisters there on I-80, just outside of Evanston. And we hope that if you can't go down and support the Tigers in person, you'll tune in to KFCW 93.1 or Wyo Today YouTube for that Evanston game. Again, our final score tonight was the the Lander Valley Tiger. I'm thinking of next week. Lander Valley Tigers 48, and the Powell Panthers had 7. On behalf of our general manager, Kevin Shields, who allows us to do these games, thank you very much. At the studio doing the engineering tonight, Leanne Sanderson, we appreciate her. Of course, we also want to give a thanks to Austin Beckdoss, who came in and did a little engineering himself earlier today to get the game on. I neglected to mention Austin's name last week, and I apologize for that, Austin, but he was here helping us again today. And, of course, my partner here, Andrew Garcia. And any final words, Andrew? Go Tigers.
Yeah, go Tigers. It'll be I'm excited for this road trip. It'll be a tough test for Lander, but of course, far drives, as we mentioned, but it'll be a good test, and I'm interested to see how it goes.
Okay, this is Ernie Over bidding you a pleasant good evening from Lander. The Tigers win tonight by a score of 48-7. to 7. We'll be back on the air next week about 5:30 or so with the Lander-Evanston game. Until then, have a great weekend. Go Pokes tomorrow against Utah. Drive safely, and we'll talk to you on the radio again next week.
To make your home feel like new, they will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Golden Buffalo Jewelry in Riverton knows that sports bring our community together, from Friday night lights to weekend tournaments. They're proud to cheer on our local athletes and support the teams that give us so much to root for. At